All right, let's go ahead and begin. Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How you doing? How you doing? Let me say hello to everyone. That's okay. That's where the ad should be over. Okay, let me say hello to everyone. I might explain what I'm attempting to do with that. Maybe I'll have to change some shit because that seems like a lot. Hello, Nobai. Congratulations on your first. Hello, Kogasa, Gasa, Gasa. Hello, Elf Pulse. Howdy, howdy, howdy. Hello, Matthew, the Rice Seeker. Hello, Albert Morn. Howdy, howdy, howdy as well. Mr. Jackwell, welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, Instant Charlie, and hello, anyone else. It is time. Also, let me double check that the YouTube chat is working. Hold on a sec. Test. Should work. Hey, there we go. Hello, everyone. How you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh yeah, it is a terrifying kit for certain. It is absolutely a terrifying kit. So, So what I try to do at the very beginning of the stream is run 3 minutes of ads when nothing is happening. Because in theory, what that's supposed to do is it's supposed to mean that when people come in later, they don't get like pre-roll ads for an hour. That's still attempt as a little work in progress. Oh yeah, the Sesame ball. Oh god. So yeah, people might be joining me and have no idea what I'm doing. Oh yeah, how'd your game go? Fuck yeah, let's go, let's go, let's go. So let's do a little show and tell of what the fuck I'm doing today, because I'm not doing a typical Warhammers of the 40,000s. Hey, that's just legitimately that's just GMing. I say, oh well, and Screamer, welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, and hello Prim, how you doing? Welcome as well. There's something about the cruelness of this kit that fascinated me, and I had to. So for people who do not know, this is what I am doing today. I don't know if I'll get it done in time. Oh yeah, that's my little familiar buddy Pino. He's doing a little wave. So, uh, I have assembled the ball. Why does this exist? Because God wants me to suffer, and because I make poor decisions. So I did assemble the ball in advance. The reason is I'm going to have to paint it. And the reason I'm going to have to paint it is because this ball is shiny as fuck. And like I did a little test where I was like, this isn't so bad. And then this is just the orb of doxing. So we're gonna paint it before I glue it. Like this part's fine. It's a ball. It's a ball. You've seen balls before. I hope so. The big thing. Let's see, is that love or lore? Oh, lore. The lore is that's just my familiar Pino. He's just a lad. So in theory I could, but I think you would get like weird layering. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna cheat you all out of the experience. So here are the seeds. Here are the seeds. Extra thin toothpick the seeds on. Well, I can't anymore. Because I had to use a primer. I had to use primer in order to stop it being so like if you were just a regular person, you totally could. I have a little thing of Tamiya's extra thin cement over here. However, I as a VTuber man have to do a little bit of extra work on top of this. The sesame seeds for epic armor. Yeah, I'm playing at like 0.5 millimeter scale. It's for true grogs like myself. So yeah, unfortunately, by doing it this way does mean I cannot do plastic glue. Now, I have Loctite Super Glue Gel, and I also have Gorilla Glue Super Glue. So I have both options available. Yeah, for OPSEC reasons, yeah. I mean, the thing is, I know as a model guy, I use a lot of tools that are kind of partially reflective. I've tried to dull that a little bit. Like I took my tweezers and I put a layer of just like Army Painter black primer on there, you know? Bold choice. I know. I told about I wanted a Trader Guard army for a while, and this is how I'm going to make it happen. So yeah, unfortunately, what this means is I'm going to need to paint the orb with this like kind of like dirty orange. I'm gonna get a lot. I have to get a lot on there. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I had to do a little bit of extra work. Legitimately, like I was like sat down. I usually do my mini prep. I can actually get my brush out for this. There we go. I usually do my mini prep stuff like before stream, and then I do give myself like a half an hour to set up in case of any like emergency bull. Oh god, loose ball. Whatever. I'll just hold it. I'll just gently cradle ball in hand. Mostly just in case something like this is probably going to be a little bit shiny, but like it's still not as reflective as the original ball was, so that's fine. Yeah, my balls finally dropped. Hello, farm animal. How you doing? The peak. I am building a sesame ball. I am building a sesame ball, and it's first I gotta paint it though. I gotta paint it in order to what's it? Maybe I like even lean extra far. Yeah, ceramic tweezers. Yeah, I never use ceramic tweezers. I honestly barely use tweezers if I'm going to be frank. Actually, this might be work. I don't know. Pondering the sesame, or someone does that. That'd be great. That'd be great. Yeah, I mean it's not too bad. It's not too bad. Yeah, I'm gonna do like a layer on this. I'm gonna have to let it dry, and then I will go back. This is not gonna be my cleanest paint job, but this is like painting for a purpose. Hello, Kaiten. How you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. I am pondering the orb. I guess while I am what's it called? While I'm waiting for that to dry so I can do the other half. I did. Oh, here we go. I got some nice quick bullshit. Oh yeah, I imagine this is gonna be incredibly jank, but that's fine. Well, it's I. Hey, how you doing? How you doing, Elman? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let me put these on screen. These will be a nice little sub project I can do in the mean thing. Ah, no, no. So this is not for anything specific. This is cause very aggressive. I take a sip real quick. Oh yeah, no, you have to glue the seeds on. I have not even. I'm 10 minutes and I've barely started. So let me stretch real quick. Hold on. Ah. Can you move away? It's good. Listen, my chat's a bunch of little goobers. It's fine. But no, I specifically picked this kit because it looks like suffering, and my brain is broken. So my brain is like, "Hal, you should totally paint that." But yeah, these are good. These are going to be some bases for my Death Shroud Terminators. I found a bunch of like a entire My Mini Factory account that does like really banging terrain bits. So I figure while the orb is gonna take some time to glue together. Let's see. I'm gonna go a little darker than this gray I was gonna use. There we go. Let's go black gray. Oh yeah, I am not just an elf, I'm a mimic elf. Technically I have redeems to let me go that entire thing for longer. May I send a whisper? I don't usually check whispers mid go just because like I'm still trying to paint too. Well, like if it's like a quick idea, you could just post it in chat. That wouldn't be a big deal. That wouldn't be a big. Now I'm a cat. How many seeds? All the seeds. So supposedly this kit has what's it called? Supposedly this kit has 900 parts, and the orb is 4 parts. There's technically a brown center to the orb that you will never see just because you glue it together. I guess it's if you want to make a half-size one. Oh yeah, link away. There's honestly, there's a lot of good third-party bits. I try to keep my Death Guard mostly G-Dub's official bits outside of terrain because I want to be able to bring those to like a G-Dub store if need be. But yeah, I'm a big fan of these like kind of like fucked up city streets, kind of ruined building ones. Especially because they're gonna be really good. Oscars, how you doing? May said marriage request? No. Are you ate the original elf? Oh no. I have like a little joke image that I used in my lore video. The TLDR of my Mimictude is that elves tried to make effectively a like clonable elf with as much filler content as you could get away with while still being like a sapient being. And that's how you got me. That's how you got me. It's like elves take a while to make, so sometimes you gotta lab make it. And it's like how Taco Bell meat or like their food stuff is basically like sawdust and meat, and that's how you get like the burrito filling. So I am the delicious like mimic. My mimic blood is like the sawdust equivalent. Night Lord Gene Seed. Oh god, I said keep it short, my dude. Let me see. Judge Dredd Marines. Okay, so that's pretty cool. Slavic Judge Dredd, Night Lords Gene Seed Marines. Lots of bone colors. I mean, those sound pretty legit. That sound pretty legit. Are you gonna you have to post some pics into Discord when you're done for them? Or when you got some ready to party? It's mostly bread rather than sawdust. They say it's bread. It's sawdust. Come on, we all know. We all know Taco Bell is selling people sawdust, and I am like, give me this, give me that delicious sawdust, please, thank you. Slavic Judge Dredd sounds. On one hand, when I hear Slavic Judge Dredd, that does sound terrifying, but I'm also imagining Judge Dredd in a tracksuit squatting, and both of those are great. Also, Charlie, thank you for the Prime sub. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Would fake let's see. Would paint a fake. I will admit, even though I'm not gonna make like model food kits my primary form of content, some of them have looked pretty sweet. There's a really banging like ramen model kit. Oh, there's tons of them. There's absolutely tons. A lot of them aren't this cruel. How you doing, Heather? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh god, you nerds are going deep this stream. Hold on, let me see. What a post office. Oh yeah, I saw that. I saw the mailing child thing. And that's I'm iffy on that because I that feels like something that feels fake. That feels fake. That feels fake. Oh fuck yeah, Twilight Imperium. Let's go. I totally understand. I totally understand. Get some sweet sleep farm animal, and best of luck with your Twilight Imperium. I'm jelly. I never got to play it. I never got to play it because we sat down and put together. We sat down and put together, and then that was like 6 hours later. Raven Guard helm. Have you seen it? The Raven Guard helms? I know I've seen Raven Guard stuff, but Raven Guard's one of those chapters that I look at and I'm like, those are certainly Space Marines, and a lot of specifics come off in my head. I do know Cults is really banging for helmets though. My Horus Heresy Death Guard has like it's on Colts. There's a lot of helmets on Colts. I am not going to be able to think of a specific Raven Guard helmet on Colts. But it definitely Twilight Imperium does seem like a cool game. I feel like it's one of those games you gotta have in somebody's basement, and you have to set it up, and you have to be absolutely fucking certain. You have to be absolutely fucking certain that that bench or table or whatever you have it set on will not move. See, first when you look, I'll have to look it up later. I'll have to look it up later. I'm not gonna be able to pull up Cults in the middle of doing some paints today. All right, orb is still continuing to dry. Is an insane rate. I mean, to be on one hand, I guess that's almost kind of like a D&D sort of campaign, though. Just tabletop RPG campaign when you do it that way. I'm trying to think of smaller little projects I can do while shit's drying. So everybody's like, I come here for sesame seeds. Why are you painting this other bullshit? The owl neck thing. Oh, like to turn 180 degrees? Is that they're gonna be like their gene seed flaw? So yeah, everybody, this is the pile of feet. This is the pile of feet that has been primed from last time. So that'll be cool. How you doing, Derp? How you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. I can even show you a dude too. Oh, we can go messy. There we go. There we go. Nice and messy. Yeah, I started building cultist for the turnip army that you nerds themed together. Let me zoom in a little bit so I can get you a better look on them. Wider piles of feet, because I let my wonderful viewers make a thematic turnip 28 army for me, and they proceed to make a cult that believes sin is trapped in the feet, and you want to cut that shit off. Oh, Phoenix, how you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm showing my pile of feet. Ooh, woo. How you doing? Check out though, I made one of the basic followers. We got big baggy cultist robes. We got the wooden planks that are made of toothpicks. Some of the primer came off. I must have missed an angle, but that's not going to be the biggest deal for painting. We got the typical turnip hat. We got the bucket. We got the long sleeve version of their muskets. Oh yeah. Trying to make a deck themed. Oh yeah, especially for, I mean, at least Yu-Gi-Oh kind of has like a very basic theme idea, so I guess it's not the worst. What do I want to do? How you doing, Phoenix? How you doing? I'm currently waiting for the sesame ball to dry because I had to paint it. I had to paint it because it's very reflective. I think I can put a little bit more paint on there. 500-point games to new Orc Codex. Nice, hell yeah! I've heard nothing but good things about the new Orc Codex. That people have been pretty jazzed about it, which is good. I like that orcs are eating good. So let's go back to the orb again. I guess this is and if I would have realized how bad the reflections were, I would have airbrushed this prior to stream. But mistakes were made, and that's fine. There we go. It's gonna be kind of a very, very jank. I say hello, Zaire. How you doing? Welcome. You're new. How's it going? I'm waiting for the ball to dry. Also, look at all these sesame seeds. I'm gonna have to glue on that bad boy. Fucking hell. Actually, read the pitch on turnip 28. But I'm the kind of person. No, that's totally understandable. That is totally understandable. I like to read a lot of stuff too. To be fair, I thought I said hello, side rats. If not, I'm very sorry, and I will say hello. Hello. I don't know. You're doing Escalation League? Nice. I need to get into one of those. Let's see. Let's go back to the feet. What's a base color I want these feet? On that weird sick purple again? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I love this color. Airbrush on. Oh yeah, I've never airbrushed on stream. I have a very specific airbrush booth in another room. I did get a new airbrush, but I've not gotten a chance to really test it yet. Do you only do Warhammer? Varies. Warhammer is sort of my bread and butter. But I also do Turnip 28. I've done a couple of War Machine models in the past. I actually been looking up stuff to do my A Song of Fire and Ice minis. I mentioned I got the starter set for that a while ago, and I've been looking at how I want to go about painting like the. I think I'm like if I decide to get deeper into that war game, which does look like a lot of fun, if I'm going to be honest. That game is very, very neat mechanically. Oh, I don't do a lot of Plamo, unfortunately. I'm usually not a big Plamo dude. I do like Plamo. I have Plamo. Boy, howdy do I do. But they're not sort of like my priority that I do on stream. I do have like a honestly, no, Zoids has been pretty reasonably well remembered in the general public based on my experience. I have I believe it's a Megami device. It's a Megami device or some other like anime cute girl, the Bullet Witch, Bullet Knight's Lancer. It's a little robot lady with a big fucking lance, and that's technically something one day I would like to get around to doing, but it's kind of low on there. Hello, Rancho. How you doing? I have not lost any seeds, but also because I am waiting to glue them onto the ball. I basically, the ball is entirely way too reflective, so I'm painting some other things in the meantime while that paint dries a little bit, so I can begin putting stuff on. I can show you the ball real quick. But yeah, I would like to airbrush more, and I did get the stuff for that. Let's have actually playing a war game as a meme stream idea. It depends on the war game, and it depends on like how I want to do that. Yes, this is from Gundam Seed. How do you know, Lily? How you doing? I'm sorry, that joke caught me off guard. How you doing? How you doing? But yeah, here's the ball right now. I'm waiting. Oh god, still getting a little my. I think it needs like maybe like one more quick coat, and I can let that dry. The thing is, I think I had Zoids as like action figure kind of model kit things. I don't believe I've ever actually watched Zoids. But as for playing a game on stream, it really depends. Technically, I don't even think this made its way into my debut video, but the first ever stream that I streamed as a Vroid, even prior to like my assumed start date of like April 14th, was with a friend of mine. We were playing Warcry, I believe, just on tabletop sim. Dragon deck. Yeah, I guess with Yu-Gi-Oh, you have to put the fucking air quotes on the dragons because what's this dragon? Oh, this dragon is a sea monster. No, this one's a robot. This one is a machine. I guess machine robot's the same thing. This one is a spirit, like a bunch of other stuff. I have no idea how. I haven't actually given the seeds like a really good, strong look. Gundam Sesame Destiny. There we go. All right, let that. Well, oh god, let that dry a little bit. The actual paint job on the seed is gonna be some of my fucking worst. Yeah, I remember there was a VTuber Yu-Gi-Oh tournament a long time ago where somebody fucked up. It might have been me, but somebody was like, it was like using really early cards, and they're like, I used the dragon capture jar on your flame dragon, and then you look at the flame dragon, it's like, oh, actually no, this is a pyro type, and you're like, what the fuck, Yu-Gi-Oh? Why are you like this? It's like that, like early Yu-Gi-Oh, you could be like, oh, Um somebody translated it bad because it's early Yu-Gi-Oh and they're just kind of doing whatever. But like, no, that stuck that still goes on. She likes no, listen, just cause something is like vaguely the shape does not make it a butt plug. I feel bad. There's a VTuber named Tomoe. She's like a horse VTuber, and she's like, "Oh, cool! I did a whittling stream for the first time, and I'm very proud." And she whittled a carrot because she's like a horse, and like I know rabbits typically like are the carrot animal, but horses like yeah that one. Horses like carrots too. And then people are like, haha, you whittled a butt plug," and she's already kind of like a not super big into lewd shit. So that's like, man, that's kind of depressing. Like, that's a bummer. That's how I feel. How you doing? Yeah, we're talking about all the famous Yu-Gi-Oh butt plugs, like Stardust Dragon. If you want to put that up your ass, you are dangerous and should be avoided at all costs, because you are terrifying. Oh yeah, how you doing? How you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. I am currently waiting for the sesame orb to dry a little bit more, because I needed to paint it on stream. God, we are like 30 minutes and I've not glued on a single seed. Part of my brain is like, maybe I'm gonna do this to until it's done. Like, like put all the seeds on this thing. I don't know how long that's gonna take. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how far we can go. Maybe I'll make this a long one. Tomoe is like horse, like Uma Musume style, where it's like she's got like a tail and she's got little horse ears. Not like full on. The thing is, it's hard to be a centaur VTuber because if you pay for rigging, there you are going to get your wallet absolutely fucking destroyed. For that, and in addition, most VTubers mostly stream upper torso just because that's the easiest. Like, I can fit my body and also the content at the same time. Like, I have legs, they're fully rigged, but like you don't see them super duper often. So like, do you want to spend thousands of dollars and then not use that thousands of dollars? Become a centaur. Which I feel your pain though, because centaurs are baller, and I like centaurs. Centaurs are neat. They're just kind of a rarity. Given up after simply roll the ball. People keep saying I should do that, and it's like my brain registers as that like that's like quitter. That's like a quitter behavior, and I don't want to do that. Like, you all showed up to watch me suffer putting tiny seeds on a big orb, and then what if I went, JK, I'm just gonna roll these. Horse girl got it. Many thanks. Oh yeah, no problem. I can actually give you if you want the link to her. She's actually more of a YouTube streamer than even I am. She just recently, basically in the same way that I just started multi-streaming onto YouTube. She's just started multi-streaming on the Twitch. Modern or fit on old world orcs. Oh yeah, they generally. How you doing, Blanc? Generally, all the what's it called? Generally, all that stuff kind of more orc stuff more or less fits together. Pretty good. There we go. This is Tomoe for everybody. How's the Duke? How you doing? Yeah, it is much harder. She did a presidential outfit. Yeah, I saw she was doing that. I did not get a chance to check. Unfortunately, I got crippled by an absolutely killer fucking headache most of today. It took me. It was hard enough to get a hold of one ball, to be honest. Well, Tomoe is one of those VTubers that I like in theory, but because I am a VTuber, I don't get a whole lot of time to check her out. This is probably fine enough. I guess the other option would be to, like, pull out the fucking hairdryer and really blast this shit. I just wanna try one. Let me just find an area of the ball, like, around here's probably fine. Oh, hold on, I say that, this is bugging me. Hold on, Choto Mate. How you doing, Rusted? How you doing? Also, hello, Bipolar Brown. I don't think I gave you a proper hello, so here's your proper hello. How you doing? Oh, hello, Chieftain. We're talking about Tomoe and, people being, uh, VTuber sex pesty about her, what's it called? About, her whittling. Yeah, I think she does typically a few hours before me. The weird thing about being a VTuber is that there's just some VTubers that I think are cool that I will never be able to watch because they stream, like, while I stream or, like, a little before. Yeah, exactly. You get it. Sorry for the seed comment. No, you're fine. Nothing about you, listen. The thing is, like, there's different audiences, like, I'm cool with whatever. I've had people say, like, how the level that your chat operates at would terrify the fuck out of me, but you do not give a fuck. And a lot of it for me is I can relatively wrangle you nerds. For the most part, you nerds are pretty easy to wrangle. So I'm like, I know what I'm into. I know what bothers me or what doesn't. So I can kind of just be like, whatevs. VOD gang is real. I barely even have time for VODs, unfortunately. Relatively wrangle, yeah. Like, not like a little bit. Do I want to fucking? It's been over a year, and I feel you know. If the guild ever forced me full time back into working directly from them, I would probably leave. I want to escape the guild, but I'm comfortable enough that it's like, you know, that thing when, like, you dislike your job, but it's like in the same way that, like, a minor itch is annoying, but, like, it's still not enough to make you, like, want to change your life. That's how I feel like working at the guild. Say you're new. It's all good. It's all good. I'm pretty chill whether you're new or not. Just know I'm painting a pile of feet. And if that makes you uncomfortable, you are weak and you will not make it in this cruel world. No, I'm kidding. Hold on. See, it's too late. I slipped my harness. The dreaded viewer harness that keeps everybody sane. I love this pink. After discovering this pink live on stream, I have become obsessed about it. It's like, ooh, it's so good. It's so good. A whole pile of see, I always associate grippers with hands. I guess feet can be grippers, depending. Let's see, putting up top. Yeah, that's true. I'm relatively chill about a lot of things, so like I think it means people around me generally get pretty chill. Feet, Lingus. Yeah, this is a hold on. Let me zoom in. This is a pile of severed feet for turnip 28. Nice. I guess you could do that too. Deep truck lore. Let's go. But current events might mean I'd lose my job anyway. Well, hopefully current events don't, but I wish you the best of luck. Do I want to grab? Oh yeah, I have a bear exactly. Prim remembers the deep foot lores, and I don't wear shoes. Uh, I don't wear shoes so I can drop paintbrushes with my feet. You're a VTuber. Other VTubers wear stirrups to be sexy. I wear stirrups to be practical. Nice. Hey, it's all good, farm animal. Have yourself a good sleep and take it easy. I am now officially half an hour, and I've not even started gluing. I'm gonna try it. We're gonna try it. We're just gonna try glue. You know, I don't care if this is gonna be scuffed. Let's make it happen. All right. So, how the fuck am I even gonna clip these out? I have. Oh god, this thing rolls. This thing fucking rolls. All right, let's just put you back on the little bit. How you doing, Elrune? How you doing? Oh no, you've moved past 69. It's fine. It's a pile of feet. I think feet people generally like the feet attached. I guess the implication that somewhere out there is a girl foot fetishist. They're like, yeah, I like anime feet, but I want them to be detached. That definitely exists. Oh yeah, no, I do tend to step on a lot of stuff. That's fine. All right, so I got like a nice fancy set of snippers. Oh god, this is gonna be okay. Gonna maybe do like a row at a time. Luckily, these are like relatively nice little clippers, so there shouldn't be like any, if not much, flash at all. A Blackstone moth and blow it up for fun. Oh, fuck yeah, let's go. That sounds pretty rad. Because Blackstone stuff is pretty baller. Okay, these are at least I was worried that these would not snip out very well. I'm generally okay with this. Some of these I think I'm actually clipping the bottom, but that's fine. All right, behold, we have a row. Yeah, exactly. I have like 3 clippers. I have detachable anime feet. I'm sure that exists in some anime somewhere. Isn't that like Nico Robin from One Piece? No, she's just got the ability to make extras. So I got these like incredibly old, like cheapo god hands that I use for like clipping resin and like doing big clips and like rough clips and stuff like that. These are for like what I want to do, like models directly off the sprue. All right, make this go. Sure, don't drop in your actual set. I don't keep sesame seeds at home. I wake up and thank God I'm not into feet. Same. Like, I mean, I'm neutral on feet, where it's like I see them and I'm not revulsed, but I'm just like, this is not what I'm gonna go out actively out seeking. Really, the big thing, honestly, is like foot accessories are a lot better. Where it's like feet, bleh, but like get you some good stockings or whatever. Yeah, let's fucking go. All right, let's glue the very first one on. I got the tweezers. I don't know if the tweezers will be necessary, but I thought that'd be fun to do it like in the little thing. One sesame seed down, approximately. God, what is it? Over 100 more to go. If I could just like, there we go. Just put a couple around there. It begins. This is it's buggy. Okay. Again, I don't know. People typically aren't like lusting for dude feet online. I think anyway. I don't know. I did know somebody in a previous place that like she was like, "Oh yeah, when I was younger, I was like a Z grade actress." Like the kind of people that end up in like Neil Breen movies where they're like, "What are you?" They're like, "I would just like to get any acting role and I do not care." She was in that, and apparently she was in like some very low stakes horror movie. And because of that, she showed her feet for like she was like, I don't know, she was like getting out of a bath or something like that in the movie. And because of that, somebody made a wiki feet entry for her. And she was aware of it. I was like, "Oh god, I'm so sorry." She's also like one of those people that like is not an internet person, like just like a relatively normal individual. I'm wondering like if I could just like stop. This is the unfortunately those little clippers are obtaining some glue. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This is not good. This is okay, yeah, so no, using my fingers is a bad idea. I don't care if this takes all stream. I want to do it this way. There we go. How you doing? How do I know? I figure it's gonna be like one of those things where it's like, you know, the the art of the sesame ball is the irregularity. It truly is. Every sesame ball is a unique little snowflake, a reflection of the infinitesimal opportunities of life. So I'm not gonna do it like I'm just gonna put it on and we'll just see how it goes. Plus, I feel like whenever somebody makes a real sesame ball, they probably are doing that like rolling technique. Well, the professor from Puppet History has a wiki feed. Oh god, that's fucked up. We have one seed down, a billion to go. The struggle is real. It absolutely is real. Luckily, this gel glue is pretty banging. I don't have a huge lot of issues with this. I'll probably have to go back and paint. I can see where there's like little bits of like, oh, recovered. Okay, I thought I lost the first seed. Unfortunately, my carpet is gray, so any seeds that are lost are basically just absolutely fucked. Just kind of lost to the void. I think I'm getting like a decent pace for this. There you go. Seed down. Welcome. I am putting seeds on a sesame ball. That is the crazy thing I'm doing. Technically, it's incredibly mundane, but also incredibly crazy. There we go. It's going. It's coming together. Actually, I'm pretty happy so far. I'm a little sad that like I wish I could have left it the original color because I would have loved using plastic glue instead. But like, it's not worth doxing over a sesame ball. I'll take an inconvenience over that. Oh, actually, hold on. If I could get like a proper drop, there we go. Is there a reason I'm doing this? Because I hate myself. Clearly, I like to suffer. Lost to the zone. Luckily, my lap. I am currently sitting cross-legged, so that ways, if any seeds kind of just like fall too far, I can hopefully maybe catch them in my lap, which is what I did for this one. Okay, we got the first bunch. Sick. All right, let's cut. You know what? Let's just cut an entire like column. Here we go. Should dox myself something more silly. So true, Umphy. Let me take a sip. Goddamn. But no, specifically the reason I am doing this is because like like the kit looked like hell. Like I kept seeing it previewed, and I was like, "This is fucked up." Phrasing never. No, I will. I'll never correct my phrasing. But I was like, "This looks like suffering. I should do it." There we go. I think I'm just gonna clip this entire sprue just dunk it directly off screen. That was I just got like a nice pile and I can kind of just focus on doing that. And then instead of doing it like one row at a time, I could be like, oh yes, one whole sprue has been taken care of. I'm very glad I got these clippers. These are like the Dice Ray whatever clippers. Oh, we're living. How you doing? Is this start? What do you mean start? You could argue the start of my villain arc was becoming a VTuber. Like it's all downhill from there. The sesame seeds are like I don't know if it's like I am inherently sticky, or it's just like the nature of Plamo, but like even just getting these to like roughly contact my skin, kind of sticks there. But yeah, no, I saw this kit and I was like, God damn, this is who the fuck would make this? I have to build it. I have to build it. I also kind of wanted to get two and just like put all the sesame seeds on like a big nerdling. But I figure I want to do it legit style before I decide to get another one. So again, a little bit of drift. Uh-oh, come on, buddy. There we go. There we go. There we go. Ad company's getting ready to make the most for a burger chain. You mean that's just Sonic though? Like as much shit people give other burger chains, Sonic is like we made the bacon grease burger. It's 50% bacon grease. Enjoy a cheesecake, Oreo pudding, direct, just like with a chocolate funnel. Get a chocolate enema with your chocolate funnel cheesecake, and take it with loaded tater tot fry, ketchup, pickles, whatever. I'm like, Jesus Christ, Sonic, are you okay? Are you fine, buddy? Like even other fast food restaurants are like, Sonic, Jesus Christ, why you like this? My fish head bones. Oh, that's fucked up. I usually like my fish boneless. Boneless fish. Come on, get off. There we go. Yeah. I'll do it. So yeah, the burger is grease, 75% grease by volume. They serve it in a bucket because they know you're gonna eat it like the filthy animal you are directly from the trough. And the thing is, like, unfortunately, where I'm at, it's kind of hard to get milkshakes that are not from Sonic. Like, there's like one other better milkshake place, but it's kind of out of the way. So if it's like every now and then, I'm like, do I hate myself? Do I want to suffer the longest line I've ever seen? All right, there we go. Let me line up the sesame seeds like I'm going to fucking snort them. Like Slady, you've put some food with it. I haven't quite gotten like that, but there are times where like I will end up with because like so when I did my Chaos Warriors, I've been rebasing them for the old world, and one thing I did with that was I basically just used clippers and blasted their old bases to pieces. And when I did that, fragments of that would end up in other rooms of my house, and I don't know how. Like straight up, there would be fragments like in my kitchen, in my bedroom. I would find them embedded in socks that I knew I had washed. Like, how the fuck did you little plastic shards get everywhere? Those food fuckers. I thought you said food truckers for a second again. I don't live in an area with good food trucks, so I know that's like a popular thing. Ah, in theory, yeah, having a dedicated cup for all these. I don't know if I have a cup, like, I don't know if I have anything nearby to do that. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Oh god. There we go. Like I said, I think as long as I continue to use my tweezers to be like, I'm gonna gently brush. I'm gonna gently brush them into a pile. We're almost done with this row. I think I just need to get a little bit snappier with this. Maybe like that. But make impossible find. I don't know why. I found one food truck where I was at. I need to get gas. I had to be somewhere like in like a very specific time frame, and I need to get gas. And at the gas station, it was like a fucking like taco truck. I'm like, you fuckers, what are you doing at this random gas station here now? I know it's lunchtime, but please, please, I don't have time to get a delicious taco. I would love a delicious taco right now. Fucking hell. I imagine it's like more of a big city thing. Oh, like a dedicated food truck, like, parking lot where all of them just kinda, like, roll up. That has to be a thing. That has to be a thing, right? That sounds nice. That sounds nice. I would like to do that. Got this motherfucker clipped out. God damn. I'm a little sad because of the monster's headache, I didn't get a lot of stuff done, but this feels very satisfying to do this. I'm feeling reinvigorated. No, I also did do a decent amount of like the modeling, like stuff. I've been on a big 3D printing kit for base bits, which has been really, really good. All right. You know what? Fuck it. I just so I don't lose any. I think this will be good. We'll do this in increments of 6. All right. And the ball itself is actually like mostly dried. Here we go. It's fucking time. Let's get some drink though. Yeah, I don't live anywhere that does like food truck events though. Truck near me that makes empanadas worth committing. Ooh, an empanada does sound good. That do sound nice. Yeah, I guess the pro strat is just to do like a line and just try to like stick as many of them on that line as possible. Kind of spread from there. Maybe use tweezers to move in. Wait, thing is every now and then they just the glue residue of doing this just makes them stick on the tweezers. Fuck. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. I actually wonder if this is going to require all the seeds though. That's actually something I wondered about. Like if I'm just going to be left with a bunch of seeds. It's like, I mean, this is like, I don't know what percentage coverage I'd say this is, but this is pretty reasonable. This is a pretty reasonable coverage, especially if I just kind of keep doing it and like, I am a little worried that I'm going to run out of gel glue, but I do have alternative glue for that. I do have alternative glue. This is actually kind of relaxing though. Like I said, I like the idea of doing Plamo, but I just don't do it nearly as much anymore. I think for me, my brain is like how you have so many Warhammer kits you need to put together. Like I still got to put together that Predator tank and not the Predator, the Repulsor tank. I remember Predator because apparently some Death Guard really like that. Apparently that's a new meta thing for Death Guard is just to run a bunch of tanks and shit, which I do not have. It's fine. Or weird. Yeah, so my thought, I legitimately think that if I have like a decent amount of these seeds, I do want to do like it's like a nurgling thing. I guess I could use these for turnip. I don't know exactly what I would though. Oh no, there's a little bit of the paint that got on one of those seeds. I think it's just because inherently glue will make some of the paint strip. So I got to deal with that. Yeah, bros, I'm sesame pilled seed maxing. I'm so used to hearing like X pilled Y maxing like in an ironic context that I forgot that there was a period of time where some people were like very genuinely like using that unironically. How you doing, Steve? How you doing? Yeah, I guess if I wanted to do there is that one cult in Turnip, which is like the bunch of farmers. I guess I just could give them like little bags of seeds or whatever and just put the little sesame seeds on top. That might be kind of cute. Be kind of nice. There we go. How you doing, Steve? How you doing? I am applying seeds to the sesame ball. God, come on, get off, please. Oh no. Come on, bud. There we go. And it's going pretty good. It's going pretty good. Being burger pill just mean you're an American? Probably, yeah. Zone comeback lucid thought. Oh yeah, I do that. It is. That's I do that with a lot of modeling stuff. Like I think people have been like, how why don't you do more like craft like the gluing and the kit bashing on stream? It's because a lot of times I do just like zone out and do that while I watch like usually red letter media. Yeah, I'm doing penance for my sins. I mean, the problem is at the end of the day, I'm still a VTuber and that's a sin that cannot be forgiven. So I guess I just need to do like a yearly repentance task. That would be kind of fun. Just like once a year, just do like a real like fuck you model building stream. I don't know what other ones I'd really consider in the same category of like eat shit, build model, I guess. Because even like we're going, if we're talking food ones, oh, it's all good, Plungus. Have yourself a good day or good night, and take it easy. Thank you for stopping by. What's it called? Like I know, like the ramen one. There is like legitimately a ramen kit. I think the only reason I've never gotten the ramen one is because it's like $40, and it's like my. But this is also another thing as a even though like Games Workshop's. Oh, okay, it's not gone. I am still have not lost a single seed yet. Dear God, every time one flies off into space, though, I feel panic. I definitely feel like I'm gonna have way more seeds than I actually need. I'm still fucking worried. Still fucking worried that we're gonna have like a seed bald spot, and I don't know how I'm gonna live with myself if that's true. But yeah, yeah, but like but yeah, if I tend to look at other model kit things in terms of like, well, I could get me X or I could get me Y, which is also a little dangerous because I'm very weak to deals and sales. Like there's the used bookstore near me that I got some of my Song of Fire and Ice stuff from, like the war game stuff. Is like, oh yeah, we're gonna be doing a deal where if you can fill this like little tote thing, we'll give you a discount, and that counts for anything in the store. I'm like, ooh, there's a couple of models from there that I didn't get, but it's like I have not even painted a single one from that. Oh, I didn't paint a single Song of Fire and Ice mini yet. Luckily, for the most part, they're not really what I would say historicals, but they're historical enough where it's like, what is this guy? He's got a cloak, he's got some chainmail, he's got like a sword and a shield, and the shield is just like a family crest shield with like a little bit of wood on it and like a little metal rim. I'm like, that's not too bad. That would not be too hard to put together and get together and whatnot. But the problem is that those kits, because they are made to be rank and flank, it's like, all right, cool. So those little Stark dudes, right? There are 20 of them, and a tray, I believe, has. Oh, I think it might be more than that. There's like 16 per tray. There's like 4 rows of 4, and whenever you take damage, you just remove one of the dudes from the tray, and that when a rank is gone, your guys get a little weaker. Like it's a very neat idea for a rank and flank game. I very much want to play it, and I was at the store just looking at shit. I did overhear a guy was like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah, I fought like at one point like one of the better players in the world." So I guess there is like a tournament scene where I'm at, which I don't know. I don't know if I quite have it in me to get back into tournament wargaming. I did that a little bit with War Machine. Like I never went to like a big regional or anything. I was definitely way too like scrubby for that at any point. I think the closest I ever got to, like, I would like to tourney grind is in, Magic: The Gathering. Like, I used to play back in Standard when, like God, for some reason, I was like, "Alright, I think it'd be cool to get, like, at least semi-pro in Magic." But the thing is, A, I was in high school and college, so I could not afford to go pro. Uh, and but I mean even go pro, I mean, like, keep a consistent meta standard deck, because those were Uh-oh. Did you go, Seed? I had a Seed vanish. Also, Full Nelson, thank you for the follow and welcome to the workshop. Welcome, welcome. I have lost a Seed. Oh, hold on. Let me. And also, AC196 player, thank you for the follow and welcome to the workshop as well, both of you nerds. Wonky to shit sounds. Sonic is the only place to get milkshakes. Oh, there we go. You're beginning to. Also, the thick gothic ghoul. Thank you for the follow and welcome to the workshop. Welcome everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Where are you nerds coming from, by the way? How you doing? How you doing? I am Halbernut the Mimic Elf, miniature painting VTuber of the Nurgle and Skaven tomorrow. And I'm suffering. Yeah, I'm sure is probably a thing where, like, in theory, I say, oh god, say enough stuff that somebody could triangulate where the fuck I'm at. Uh-oh. Oh, cool. The other seed bounced here. I did not lose a single seed. Hey, how you nerds doing? How you nerds doing? I decided to get this model kit that is a sesame seed ball because I hate myself and I crave death. Oh, let me get something real quick on screen though. I need to, I figured this is something people are going to want to know. Yeah, all seeds are credit for lost seeds. All right, I'm making an official lost seeds counter. Currently, it's at 0. Currently, it's at 0. We're doing good. I thought I would have lost more. I give them a nice outline. Like how there's like a semi-repeatable method of like, all right, white text, get the black background. There we go. All right, we have lost 0 seeds. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys. If I lose a seed, like legitimate for real, as all the cool kids say, I will definitely let you know. I will definitely be more accurate. This is kind of fun though. I'm not gonna lie. This gets very fun. So yeah, I'm usually like I said for new people come in, I am more of a mini painter by trade. I thought this would be a fun kit to put together because I hate myself. I One of these days I really like the idea of Devil May Cry, and I know last time I played a really button mashy kind of like I played Revengeance and that dealt extreme physical damage to my body. Um but like God damn, is Buried Alight a good fucking song. My body is like how oh not lost, not lost. My brain is like how you filthy secondary. You clearly need to play the games. And I do. I will maybe one of these days. But every now and then I'm like, oh yeah, Buried Alight's a song, and I play it. I'm like, God damn, this song fucks really hard. The song fucks really hard. I think weirdly enough, the layers of glue that have been building up on my tweezers have now kind of given them oh, still not lost. I was gonna say the glue has given them like a nice little bit of a kind of like grippiness. Doing it. We're doing it. This kid has serial killer behavior. Yes. No, like I said, like I do generally think this kit's pretty nice. It's peaceful. Like I am like this is like have you guys like I've never necessarily wanted to do it myself. I've been told that you should skip 2 anyway because 2's what isn't 2 like one of those like real kusoge like not necessarily made by the same director. It's really like infamously bad kind of dealio. The thing is, I don't know how many people are going to be building this kit. Like, it's kind of hard. It's competing with a lot, and like, unless you're a fucking psychopath like myself, it's a Devil May Cry. I would recommend them. They do seem like fun. Like I said, I do generally like. I've played when it comes to like what's it called, like character action games or stylish action games. I've played Bayonetta and Revengeance. Revengeance was fun, even though I suck at pairing. Like, I mean, I beat like the Jetstream Sam DLC and everything, so I'm normal. So like, I'm gamer enough. Please, buddy, please, I beg of ye, stick on the fucking Why? This is zero killer behavior. I approve. Fuck yeah, let's go. Oh, oh, just bounce into the pile. We good. We still good. We're still good. We're still good. We're still good. There we go. There we go. But yeah, I probably will because like I do have the whole collection. I got a couple of them, and then no, I think my sponsor Squids has given me the full collection minus 5, and then I think I picked up 5 on sale. Oh, that's fucked up. That's fucked up. Like like I know you should like I understand that in those games ranged weapons are basically just like, hey, the enemy is far away and by God you need to keep your combo meter up. If you're using ranged weapons primarily though, I feel like mistakes have been made. But yeah, real quick, let me shout out my sponsor, Collectible Squids. Very, 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 very nice person. You like to get Warhammer stuffs. Also, speaking about other sponsors, I want to shield a gamer subs because they are doing a promo for free shipping. So like if you need gamer energy drink, that's the thing you could do. Which I don't I believe I have at least sponsor on it. Sponsor. Then subs. There we go. Nice. There we go. Excellent. Yay. God. Oh God. I dropped that. That's not good. Sip real quick. Hello, Xander. How you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm putting seeds on the sesame ball and pain. And pain, you know. There's a very distinct possibility I'm gonna run out of glue. I got this I do got this glue. I did get this glue new. Because what's it called? I needed to do a lot of magnetizing the bases of some of my Warhammer models. I actually got to the point where my Skaven. Wait, why did it shout out squids twice? That's weird. Oh, that might just been time. Also, Hassan, how you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. There might be. I mean, they do apparently do creator flavors, but I am still way too baby to get my own. Someday, maybe. Uh-oh. We still good. We still good. I am doing good. I am recovering from a headache from earlier today, but I am doing much better now. I was going to use this day to do a little bit of like Sammy practice stuff. So hold on. Oh God, still did not drop it. Let me go these on. I can show you all like a really incredibly jank example of what I want to do. And I know like the coding logic of how I would want to do things. I just need to get what's it called? I need to get the Sammy stuff set up for it. The whole line of waifu. I think it's just because their stock of cups kind of move in and out. Also, I think because like I think it's because those waifu cups sell super hard. They just mostly keep like those in stock because they're like, hey, if people want to get shakers from other stuff, they'll just go elsewhere. This is why they're buying stuff for us. Oh, Battlerick, how you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm gluing the Sesame Hell Orb, and it's going good. Oh God, there we go. It keeps moving around. But yeah, let me really quick show you this. Like this is a very, very rough idea I have. Like I want to do a thing where I hit a button, it'll grab somebody who is a viewer at the moment, assign them stats and put their picture, like put a little halberd for them, and then just, you know, do a little jazz for like doing enemies and stuff like that. Kind of using that for like a Dungeon Crawl Classic sort of dealio, but with the same kind of look of like a JRPG battle. Oh yeah, no, that's a D&D classic. I don't know when they start doing blue dragons like that, where they're kind of like, oh yeah, they're the electric ones and they got the big horn. I recall that design as early as 3rd edition, but it could have been even earlier, maybe. I don't know. Some of the Sigmar dragons do look pretty rad though. I know you can. Oh, hold on. Still did not lose it. There we go. Jesus Christ. Still have not lost a single seed yet, despite. The funny thing is, like, I'm a very clumsy person, so I fully expect, like, I think I have, like. Actually, you're kind of right. Not you're mentioning it. Like, this kit was like $10. Well, technically, like, including shipping, it was more like 25 or some shit. They kind of are, yeah. I mean, I think technically, if you wanted an Age of Sigmar to run like a full dragon one, you could just do a bunch of Stormcast on dragons with like that named character dragon, and like that'd be mostly like I don't know if it'd be viable, but it's like a functional army you could do. Yeah, you're kind of right. There's less like big like named dragons than you expect, but I'm kind of okay with that. Like I like dragons just fine. A lot of setting. Oh no, that's my key. Oh no no. Hold on, I need to. th- There is just now a seed behind my keys, and I don't know how to get it out. God damn it, son of a bitch. Well then, okay. Well then, I guess I know where it is in theory. I am not going to be able to get it back this stream though. I'm going to consider it lost. The Suffering Spear. Ah, yeah, we're like. I actually don't know how much I would say this is covered. Yeah, but I'm okay. Yeah, I'm okay with G-dubs like making dragons like less important than other games. Anyway, yeah, man, seed down. We have lost one seed. Tragic. My keys have been seeded. I don't like that. I don't like that phrasing because usually when you talk about keyboards and seed, it's not good. It's not a good conversation to have. But yeah, I do imagine. I will say though, some of the like the dragon models they have released are amazing, but also, Jesus Christ, the price. I still think about Smog. I still think about Smog Middle Earth strategy battle game every now and then because it is like a $600 dragon model that you run as an entire army. And even though it's technically sucks, well, it's weird in that like sometimes it wins tournaments. Sometimes one single Smog guy just rolls up to a tournament and wins. And I'm like, God damn. I guess if you spend $600 on a singular model, you're probably going to get real good. I know that's fair. I figured you did it on purpose. Around there, yeah. Play Magic. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I do still play Magic actually. I Magic is forever like the this game is hell, and I don't like what they're doing with it necessarily, but also a lot of cards are fun. It's a game that I play with friends, so like I also enjoy their company. And a lot of them have basically said like, "Oh God, oh no, seeds are being removed." That's opposite of what I want. They basically said something to the extent of like how we already have one money sync hobby. I can't get into wargaming even though like I like the idea in theory. That's also true. Yeah, when it comes to card games, like I've been seeing people get real jazzed about the new Star Wars card game, and I don't know how. I don't know how people can get jazzed for Star Wars because especially Star Wars card games. Those games have like the widest fucking turnaround. Like, think of how like I can understand getting excited for Lorcana. There's not really been like a Disney TCG as far as I'm aware of. But like Star Wars has gone through so many card games. So many fucking card games. Meta break about meta. Oh yeah, so like yeah, I guess Smoke would be like the meta is not prepared to deal with Smoke, so you roll up. From what I think Fangorn's a similar thing where it's like technically trees in Lord of the Rings, the Middle Earth strategy battle game are kind of weird because like you got like 6 models, but also hold on. Hold on. Okay. Still not lost. It might be a new gen. I mean, you say that though. You say that though, but like the last game, Star Wars Destiny, has only been dead for like a couple years. Like that was being produced during the Disney era, though. I think this new one is more like, oh hey, remember the original trilogy? How much you all like that? And then I log into Fate Go. Oh, my condolences. I I've mostly cooled off on Gotcha, but like I remember playing Fate Go was probably one of the worst playing Gotchas. Like the character designs are good, and I've heard like Lost Belt is a fun story, but like or just need to kill. I don't know. And like some of them kind of kill themselves. Like X-Wing did a thing where basically a lot of war games do this where they a lot of war games do this where they have a very strong first edition, but there are some flaws, and they make a second edition that technically fixes those flaws, but also introduces a lot of bullshit. And then eventually that kind of kills the game. And it doesn't have to necessarily be like first to second, but it is very much like a trend of like A had couple editions were good, and then they made a new edition that was bad, and then the game dies. And because most games aren't Games Workshop, the bad edition could just be enough to kill the game entirely. I hate it. Looks like this might be. Oh god, yeah. From what I understand, Fantasy Flight Games is kind of a shell of itself anyway, though. I love Fantasy Flight Games, or what they used to do. But from what I understand, between like all the Asmodee Embracer group stuff, I cannot imagine anybody working there is really the same company that it used to be a while ago, which sucks. Which sucks because they've made some good shit. I still really like the Star Wars RPGs they did. Dark Heresy was fucking fantastic. Like Fantasy Flight Games has put up good games for years, and then they got rewarded by getting bought, gutted, and then probably going to get fucked over some more. When I think, from what I understand, the Bracer Group is like so filled with debt that they're looking to offload some of that debt onto their like they're doing. From what I understand, they're doing that thing that some companies do where they shuffle all their debt onto one of their little subsidiary companies and then fucking explode that. Which it's like, man, yeah, it's like Asmodee and then like two others, and like Asmodee also through buying other companies is in charge of a lot of cool other games. Like they really are probably the closest thing that G-Dubs has to like a Warhammer competitor in the open market. I'm sad it's a fucking sacrificial lamb. That sucks. Oh yeah, the dice, the funky Fantasy Flight Games dice. So for people who do not know the old Star Wars RPG, I might show you guys the dice real quick after I glue these on, because I think I do need to give some of them a chance to dry, because we're getting a couple where I'm like accidentally pulling out glued ones. I was like, Flannel Man. Yeah, God, it bums me out because I grew up liking Star Wars, and now Star Wars is like kind of a joke. But there's also still releasing like good, like I still think Star Wars Legion's pretty good, and I've heard Shatterpoint's pretty fun. Yeah, we do truly live in the darkest timeline. Cram that in there. I don't know. The thing with a lot of companies these days is like the people responsible will just fuck off to another one, and get like a raise for it. So I'm not really expecting anything good to come out of Disney exploding or Asmodee exploding or Embracer exploding. Get off, bud. Attach, lad. Yeah, that's true. The thing is, like at the very end of the day, there's also like Xenos Rampant, Sword Weirdos. Like Star Wars minis can be used for other sci-fi war games, just generally the more minis agnostic ones. Which I don't know. I'm still 50-50 on how I feel about Xenos Rampant. It's got some cool ideas, and I really like how like flexible it is. But there's also like a lot of weird mechanical assumptions I don't like. Ah, we're still good. We're still good. Jumped into 40K. The thing is, I think Star Wars is probably in the same way that like, I think if you want to do anything with cool with Star Wars, you need to do it yourself. It needs to be a fan thing. Like people need to run the RPGs more, write fan fiction. Just assume just because a company owns the IP doesn't mean you can like. After a certain point, you gotta kind of take things into your own hands. Let me show you guys the Fantasy Flight dice because they're cool. Edge of the Empire dice. Oh, Vengeful Fox Armor, how you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm kind of at the point where I assume that any large corporation does not understand their own IPs, so you got to do shit your own. I used to be so big, like I used to not like fan fiction and stuff because I was a real stickler for canon. But like basically every big franchise has been beaten to death, so like why not? Do what you want. But yeah, so these are some very funky dice that the Fantasy Flight games used to do. Um, what's it called? So like you would, oh god, I tried to rearrange my leg. How about this? Yeah, I only lost one seed. But the dice were kind of weird. Where effectively, when you would roll them, there would be you would count up symbols. Like some symbols were like an advantage, which would you could spend for some abilities or like use to boost some other shit. There were successes. There was like a failure equivalent like that, and then there's some other special ones you can mix in. And instead of making things more difficult, the DM would just like add more difficult dice to it, I guess. Where it's just like, okay, you're doing a very hard challenge right now. You should like instead of saying like the DC is a certain difficulty, it's a lot of times it's like add some difficulty dice to this. Or like you're in a good situation, increase it and get some bonus dice. It's neat. I'm gonna cut out more of these just so I can give the others that are currently on the ball some time to grow glue dry. There we go. Don't know if I'm gonna do that thing where I snip the whole runner or not, but we'll find out. So they kind of are, to be fair, they are kind of a pain. There's a learning curve. It's in the same way that like when you play any RPG, you're like, this looks like a lot of stuff. It is kind of why a lot of people stick to fifth edition. They're like, learning new things is scary, and I don't want to do that, so I'm just gonna keep playing fifth edition. Um, what's it called? But like once you get used to it, like once you can recognize the symbols on sight, it actually does give you some very interesting results. Especially because you don't get like a binary pass fail. You could be like maybe what you're doing is not working, but like you get an advantage to use later, or you succeed, but there's some like consequences to it. I love systems where it doesn't have a binary pass fail. Yeah, exactly what Wilm's saying. You get the task, the incidental effects, and scene changing effects. I think it's also because I really like I like how Blades in the Dark does that as well. Or even like Apocalypse World stuff. I'm real big on like yes and no but versions of pass fail instead of just like you roll the die. What did you get? Oh no, you didn't do anything. Sorry, buddy. I do love Blades. How you doing, Lemon? I am assembling seeds. Let me get my fucking like cocaine line of them ready. There we go. There we go. Yeah, exactly. I've unfortunately I've only gotten to play in the Star Wars RPG once myself. Like a friend of mine was like, I want to do like a very short campaign. This is gonna be like a weird fucked up thing. I've lived long enough and been in so many games that like I just forgot. Like I've been in like short campaigns and like not usually the longer campaigns I remember, but there's been some short ones where I genuinely do not recall a single detail. Or like there was one where I was a druid. I was like a northern druid who kind of came from like kind of like a Hokkaido equivalent. And I had like a bear friend. That ran like a couple of sessions. I don't remember really anything of that. Hello Fred, how you doing? Hello, hello, hello. Bye bye bye. Do I have I seen the Lancer? I not only have I seen Lancer, I'm currently in the process of getting a group together for that for a one shot. Lancer will be coming back. I've also run Lancer before with Sasha, Mint, Jaruna V, and D the Dice Queen. I need to get the VOD for that up. Technically that VOD does exist. A Mint Clipper put the entire VOD on their channel, and I would like to also put it on mine. Probably in like a slightly trimmed form. Most of the time, I think it'd just be good just to upload those VODs, but then during combat, just like if somebody's like, I want to like, what do I do? I want to look through the rules, and just like cut those little bits out, just to kind of smooth it out a little bit. Overturn non-compete agreements. I am very I do like that like non compete agreement thing though. I don't know if it's one of those things where like because some amount of a good thing happened that companies are going to be a bitch in other ways, but it on paper I like the idea. I hope it's good. And then nudge you over the line. Yeah, exactly. You can do all kinds of cool little stuff for that. It definitely like especially for something like Apocalypse World especially. I like Apocalypse World. You need very specific players for that though, or you need to prep them well because it does run very differently from a lot of other RPGs. Polaris ever, and it's still lightning. I don't think I've ever gotten a chance to play Polaris, but hell yeah. But I think I'm just gonna get this entire runner done, and then we'll go back to gluing. I can confirm. Lancer is indeed sick. Strong recommend. Is fan diving deeper? Yeah, like I said, I legitimately as an adult, I weirdly enough became more like down for fan fiction. Even if when I'm reading fan fiction on stream, it's mostly bad. To be fair, bad fan fiction is a very specific other kind of joy, as opposed to like just doing your own thing. I think it's also kind of a weird thing. Like weirdly enough, wargaming has gave me an interesting perspective on that. So like when you are making like, let's just say in real Warhammery terms, like you're making a custom successor chapter, that's fan fiction. That's absolutely fan fiction. And even though I think G-Dubs now doesn't really like you do that, and like they make their own new Space Marine chapters for like a chapter showed up to this event we need for this book. These are the Antarian fuck lions. What do they like to do? They like to kill the Xenos dead, and they have red armor with like an orange kind of ring around their necks. There we go. Just fair. Oh yeah, this is a very psychotic miniature. Yeah, for people coming in late, I am building a sesame ball. I mean, sometimes you do have to, if you do like a tabletop RPG, you do got to DM it yourself. That is the unfortunate thing you got to do. Which can also be bad. Oh yeah, that's true. Oh god, like some of those, like I liked growing up, like the Galaxy of Fear, but I bet if I went back to reread those, I would be like, oh, this is bad. Oh, this is real bad. Or even seeing the fucking Star Wars holiday special gave me like, once again, I'm usually not like, God, this guy must have been on so much weed needles, so many weed needles when they made this cool trippy game or whatever. But when I watched the Star Wars holiday special, I was like, no, everybody's on cocaine. Uh, or Mark Hamill is probably on medication because he got hit by a car. Carrie Fisher's body was made of cocaine, and then everybody else, I believe, was on some level of snow. Their faces kicked in so Miguel Lopez can get back to making their stuff. Like, what's going on? I'm not aware of anything with that. I know. I'm not aware of that drama. Just cooked out of her mind. Oh yeah, yeah. It's very funny because it's one of those things that, like, if you're not paying attention, I think you'd be like, oh, she's kind of like out of it a little bit. And you're like, oh no, she is drugs. Carrie Fisher has just become drugs. No, I don't see. So I think, oh yeah, a lot of, oh, there we go. We still got it. I think a lot of bad stuff in general is like, there's a certain amount of making bad stuff on purpose where I do not like it. My only thing is like, it's kind of like the My Immortal thing where it's very likely that was picked up midway through by another author. They glue these on, and I think I saw where that last one went. Where it's like, so somebody eventually picked up My Immortal, and like, as you can tell, like the later chapters are very different from the earlier ones. Um, but then when you think about that, it's like, if you are picking up an infamously bad fan fiction and writing more, you are also wild. Your brain is on a different level as well. Because people usually don't do that. But meanwhile, doing something like Birdemic 2 or Sharknado, I'm like, oh god, no, you're writing shit on purpose, and I dislike that. There's no heart to that. Yeah, she just had Snowflame Coke powers. You still might. Uh, now let's see. If we're playing someone else's sandbox, yeah, that do be fun. But sometimes you got to build the sandbox. I did a thing where I was a forever GM. I trained like other people in my group how to run the game, and now they continue to run the game. It's great. Though I do still think I was forever GM for too long, and that's just my preferred way of doing stuff now. I just love GMing. Half a Massive Press did freelance for Wizards to hit him with a non-compete. Oh, really? Oh, that sucks dick. That fucking blows. Oh, let me hold on. I cannot find the other seed. I believe the seed has bounced under my minis, like my paint rack. So I'm going to increase the lost seeds to 2 now. Tragic. Fucking, fucking tragic. There we go. To be an hour because people would pump up commercials. Oh god. You can tell, yeah, a lot of it feels very padded out. Uh-oh. Did he pop off? No, that's just me gripping it weird. Okay, we good, we good, we good. Yeah, exactly. See, my thing for bad stuff is you have to genuinely believe you're making a good thing and you fuck up. Like, that's why I like Neil Breen movies. Neil Breen is under the delusion that he is an expert filmmaker to the point where you can buy like, apparently that like 5-hour documentary of his is also like a how to make movies course because in Neil Breen's mind, he is an auteur filmmaker and nobody has convinced him that like Neil, people watch your movies because they're shit. And if they have, he is hiding it so well that I cannot tell. But yeah, everyone in Hollywood is coke all the time. Yeah. Yeah, I heard it's one of those things where it's just like where it's like if you're on too many stimulants, you got the energy, but you don't got the drive for things. Like there's all like coffee will get you a lot. Like caffeine will get you far, but like there's a certain point where caffeine just does not make you like you're buzzing with energy and there's no one behind the wheel. And we got 2 seats down. Hello, Batapel. How you doing? Yeah, this is the Sorb. I've been calling it the Sesame Hellball because I feel like that's pretty accurate, you know? Up. There we go. Did you guys see that sick bounce where I just actually dropped it? It bounced perfectly into place. Excellent. I'm getting so good at this that like my fucking ricochets are now are hitting excellent little points. And that's just how it is on this bitch of an earth. We're actually legitimately getting reasonably far on this. I'm getting to the point now though where it's like doing I guess if I just move from one side to the other, it is I know that people are like how this is psychotic. This is kind of relaxing. I'm not going to lie. There is like a sort of peaceful element to it. I just like go over here, I put my little line of glue. For me the tension comes from like if I squeeze too hard and a seed goes flying, that seed's fucking gone. It's in space now. It has vanished. I have lost it. Suffering Sphere is also very good, to be fair. Like, the thing is, like, I kind of maybe I'm not what I would say a very typically masochistic person, but like maybe this is the kind of masochism. We good, we good. This is the kind of masochism. I'm like, okay, there we go. It's not all white puzzle. Oh God, yeah, that. Do those have okay? Those probably exist. I'm thinking like, what do you mean all white puzzle? And I was just like, oh God, yeah, that sounds like suffering. That sounds like suffering. I don't know. I guess it's one of those things where it's like if you got a lot of time and you got like a dedicated table, you can just kind of like pick off of that every now and then and feel really, really good when you make progress. Yeah, I guess I guess like people like doing puzzles, but I imagine after a while doing puzzles like you need a further challenge. It's like yeah, it's like seeds with God too. Technically, the 2 seeds that have been lost are technically recoverable. I don't know how I'm gonna get the keyboard one out. I guess I'm just gonna have to like remove keys. I don't got a mechanical keyboard though, which is the problem. I have a really basic bitch membrane keyboard, because I don't know. I understand mechanical keyboards are cool, but like I've never felt like a strong need to get one. Like I'm never usually doing that level of gaming or whatnot. 3 of us work. Oh, that sounds hella cozy. That sounds hella cozy. Double-sided puzzle, but it's the same image on both sides, and one is that real, or are you just making shit up? Like I said, I assume that there are like super wild puzzles like that, but I could also believe some of you nerds are just like making theoretical hell puzzles, which does sound like fun, to be fair. Yeah, like it's plausible enough. It's plausible enough. I could totally see it. I could totally see that shit. I wonder if this orb I need to paint a little bit on some of this, some of the scuff. Come on, buddy, buddy. There we go. Also, people love jank shit. I mean, yeah, but also I do too. I've printed out so many like weird oh god, we're fine. So many like weird cursed fucked up models that like I can't even be like, oh, puzzle people, they're so strange. I'm like, yeah, no, I do weird model shit all the like this. And when every piece was the shape. Hey, oh god, why? Someday. Yeah, it does. It actually is beginning to look like a sesame ball. Like prior to that, it's like weird nondescript orange orb, especially because my version's a little scuff because I had to paint over it to stop the reflections. But like now it is legitimately looking like the sesame ball. It's beginning to look like the thing. Also, this is going faster than I expected. Oh god, hold on. Like I was worried that I might not finish this tonight. I feel like I can. Every piece was the same shape. How the fuck do you do that puzzle then? Does it just assume that the edges are going to be like kind of scuffy, I guess? Then that's a side. Get a drink. I am contemplating the orb, yes. Ah, gonna pound this drink real quick. Let me also real quick take a look. Okay. I'm just looking at areas that I could probably do just like a really, really quick um bit of that orange paint to try to fix it. Like here. So I need to thin my paints a little bit. They've gotten a little dry on the palette. Just a picture that every piece is that. But why? Why would you do? I once again okay. Advanced puzzling. At the end of the day, every time you mention it, I'm like, but why would you? Why would you do that? It's like that fucking like Invader Zim image of like that one scene where the guy is like being sent to some hell planet. He's like, why would you draw that? I think about that with puzzles, but then once again, yeah, some puzzle people need more wild bullshit. All right, I'm gonna let that sit for a little bit. Gonna let that sit for a little bit to dry and also to glue. Let's see. How dry are all of you? There we go. Not gonna not knock over his seats. I'm gonna go back to the bases for a little bit and get a little bit of like a dark brown on the bottom. Oh, not black gray. I need black brown. There we go. Hello, how you doing, Vengeful? How you doing? I'm building the sesame ball. I'm building the sesame ball and embracing hell. All those loose sesame seeds are gonna make me act. I've only lost two. In my defense, I've only lost two. But I totally get Aya. Have yourself a good night and take it easy, or a good day, or whatever. I will say good night because it's like night-ish where I'm at. The meme channel. Look at this abomination. I'll check that after stream. I generally tried to avoid looking at Discord during the stream just because it's me reacting to content no one will see, I guess. But I will definitely check it out later. These are once again, these are like, forget the name of the person who did this. It's like Kazuko or something like that. They do some really, really good 3D bases, like 3D printed bases and little gears and whatnot. Um next month apparently they're doing a full set of like hello Echo, how you doing? Oh gil. How you doing? How you doing? I'm the sesame ball is currently drying because I put a little bit of paint on it. So I'm getting the kind of like dirt edges of this kind of like fucked up building rubble bit. I put a little bit of like dirt filler in there. The gummy. How the gummy doing? How the gummy doing? I be doing great. I spent today with a headache and now I'm doing much better. I really don't know like I really don't know what's up with that. There was like I woke up at a decent time. I'm like ready to do my whole day and I just got like the most crippling fucking headache and like a weird like nausea. And I was like, "Oh fuck, I should go back to bed and see if I can sleep this off." Warframe brain rot. Oh, my condolences. That's fine. So Echo has discovered Warframe, and I'm as a reasonably ex Warframe player. It's that same kind of thing where like what's it called? Where if you used to play Warframe, if you used to play Warframe, you always kind of treat it like It's like somebody who quit doing drugs, where it's like, "Oh, I remember Warframe. I'm sorry this is happening to you." And then you're like, "Maybe I'll log in and check on my guys. Check out my frames." And then you're like, "Fuck, I wanna play Warframe again. I told myself I would be good." Got you back in it, Final Fantasy 14. I cannot help you with that. I tried to like Final Fantasy 14. I tried to like Final Fantasy 14. I could probably join your dojo, yeah. Now that I've relapsed, it's been a while, yeah. Who's well adjusted? I mean, true. I am a VTuber, so you're not wrong there. Yeah, apparently they've added a lot of new shit since I quit. Like, I think a friend of mine recently was like, "How you should play with me." One of my friends who is not into any VTubing things, like they're just like a friend of mine. It's like how a lot of stuff has changed. This is also somebody who did used to play a lot of Final Fantasy 14, funnily enough. So yeah, maybe use Warframe to saying use Warframe to detox from Final Fantasy 14 is like, hmm, maybe use heroin instead of drug of choice. Maybe there we go. On there. The lost ships for my dojo is huge. Oh fuck yeah, let's go. I got some stuff I could probably put in there. Sip. Yeah, my usual ADHD game is Slay the Spire. I think it's also because like if I'm eating and like I just want to keep my hands busy while I'm watching a video, I find that Slay the Spire is fucking real baller for that shit. So that's what I do. I just got to Ascension level 12 with the defect today, I think. Something like that. The app? Is there an app for Final I guess there probably is. Yeah, that probably tracks. More on there. Let's see. Yeah, oh yeah, what RTS game? I know you've been playing that like one Civilization kind of one, whatever. Oh, the Warframe app. Oh yeah, there was a Warframe app that's like when to do like night dives and other shit. Night Dive Studios. Dropping the lads in there. Also, it's kind of nice if I get it on like the back. Sometimes I'll squeeze enough of the glue that I can stick another one like directly on. Oh, that kind of worked actually. Nice. How's City Undergrowth? Hey, is that the ant one or is that a different one? I don't know if I recall the name on that. But yeah, I do like Warframe a little bit. It does feel good to play every now and then, especially with my boy Nidus. You guys are not going to be surprised that the Warframe I enjoy the most is the horrible meat monster. And I think since I've stopped playing, they've released other horrible meat monsters, and I would like to own them. I would like to anytime there's like a weird bio horror freak in a game, I'm like, lad, lad, I must play. I must play. Like, gross, hideous flesh abomination, friend. Like that's just how my brain works. See, Necros is pretty banging. I had a pretty tricked out Necros, but I use it almost exclusively for farming materials way back in the day. I did back during the Atarax maiming strike spin to win. You would just spin through an entire map and you would get a ludicrous amount of resources and you would never die. And I'm fairly certain that got the fuck nerfed out of it because honestly, that was kind of the most boring way you could possibly do shit. Efficient, yes. Boring, also yes. Am I gonna eat it? Just like you just hear just like a very loud crunch at the very end. No, if I'm spending this much time on this, I am not going to do that. Yeah, there's probably I could totally see them nerfing the fuck out of that. I bet there's probably like a new super farming method though, if I had to guess. I still love necromancers are pretty cool. I do like me what's it called? I like me a any sort of minion based class as well. Though I guess Necros really doesn't got that no. You know, you can get like a little like ghost spirit thing, I believe. I just don't think it's efficient. I I don't think I would consider Pikmin little bio horror freaks. I think the way like if a monster would if something would be described as gross by your average individual, those are the kind of things I like. Like there is a reason I what's it called? There is a reason I like Nurgle stuff And even Skaven to a certain extent. Skaven are gross individuals, but they got like some like mutants and stuff. But like Nurgle things, when you got like the Beast of Nurgle, that's just like all tentacles and fucked up bullshit. 120 minutes of survivals. No, D is like, no, you have to stop that. You have to quit that. Let's get a little bit more on here. But no, I do like I think Pikmin are cute. But they don't fall into my like little like horrid little meat freaks category of cute. If that makes any sense. Ah, without major, I don't want to say spoilers because I know Echo is new to Warframe. I got out before like, oh, hold on. I don't know what'd be a good way to say okay, there we go. I stopped playing Warframe around the time of Solaris being announced. Like Solaris was announced, I did a little bit of that, and then I ollied out. Assume that I was caught up to the story uh prior to that. Someone banned, were they using like exploits or something? That's, I mean, like bad exploits. I remember there used to be this guy. You freeze. You can pause. Wait, you can pause in single player war. I never play single player Warframe, so that's kind of surprising. I know there was a dude who I used to like. I actually this is something that I find very funny. I used to actually like watch a lot of like Warframe like YouTubers um like Quiet Shy and like I would watch the fucking like releases of all like the DE like when they did their little podcast sessions and seeing those people, at least seeing like Shy and DK becoming Warhammer people is kind of wild. Like I know Shy's done Warhammer shit forever. Like she did like painting streams, like very very early on. But it's like that's still kind of wild. Thank you, Fred, for the not congratulations for the encouragement. I will do my best. But yeah, there was a guy I did also used to follow that did really really good like short like how to like Warframe content, and apparently he spread how to do some exploit, and they just straight up nuked his account, and he just quit forever. He's just like, I'm done with this game. Bye. And I was like, oh, which I mean, I don't think he could play because of the ban, but that shit was fucking wild. Yeah. Those two from Ad Rick fame. Shy used to do a lot of like pretty well edited, like 1 to 3 minute videos of like using a text to speech voice, making fun of really a lot of Warframe stuff. Like they'd be like, "This is the new Skrynex fuck blaster. It's shit," and she would like measure the numbers and like compare it to other stuff, and like call DE a bunch of hacks, and like she was like apparently relatively well known that like some of the staff knew her, and like I think Rebecca from Warframe would like talk about her and stuff like that. Oh no, hello, Besley, how you doing? Oh no, I already got messy hair. I already got the messy hair up. Let's see. Chieftain, could you give Abyssalite their points back? If or Echo, if you could do that. I am already messy. New info Shy. New info? None. I know Shy was working on like a game and some stuff. Wait, what do you mean the second time? Eh? You happen to trade an item for platinum that happens to be stolen. I mean, that's how do you steal items though? Or do you just like do like a bad trade and then the second time I do this, oh, it'd be like that. It'd be like that. You do not get your points back at the very least. Bug me later, and I will make sure you get your points back for that. It's not a big deal. Platinum spot. Oh, I mean, and they made you pay them. That's. I mean, if you're stealing credit cards for that, you should be punished. I don't know if that's like the most efficient way to punish someone. I feel like you just ban the account and then you like. I don't know. I don't know what I'd consider like the ideal way to handle that. But and I'm beginning to feel the glue run out. I can feel the glue beginning to run out. I have more glue. I mean, listen, I'm a mini painter. I got glue, but that was probably like my easiest to work with quick drying. Trade a random person to get banned. Oh, fuck. Oh, you mean like if you by accident? Oh, okay, that's fucked up then. That's not your fault. Like you don't. I mean, I could maybe see like you could use that to effectively money launder, and they don't really know. But I feel like they probably keep like, I feel like that's on DE. That's on DE to prove that somebody is actively like a money laundering account. That's fucked up. That's fucked up. Yeah, I think DE makes a lot of bad decisions, if I'm gonna be honest. I know for a while their big thing was like, why are you making all these extra gameplay modes when you should buff the main game? And they, I guess they did that recently. That is fucked up though. That is absolutely fucked up. Like, especially because like Warframe's a game you can sink hours into. So, and like I've bought in random shit with platinum before. Because like a lot of times if it's like, do you want a prime Warframe? It's a very pay pig way to do things, but sometimes you're like, you know, I like this game. I might just buy $10 worth of platinum and I'm just gonna go and buy this on the market instead of having to farm for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours, which is how they get you financially, I guess. But like, I think that's an okay business model. That's whatever. Like the fact that you could do that and then just accidentally get your shit banned because you don't know. So let me actually, you know, let me try and do the other glue real quick. I'll let that dry a little bit. Luckily, the orb is basically like painted well enough. She like this one maybe quick. I mean, that's an understandable reason to quit. I don't know if I've ever had like a discrete. I don't know if I've ever had a discrete reason for like why I stopped playing for big stretches of time. All right, I got this Gorilla Glue, super glue. Let's see. It actually might be a little better because this does flow a little better. So I could get like a little bit more. I could get a little bit more row coverage with. Oh shit! This actually might have been better than the gel. This might have been better than the gel. Oh fuck! Oh shit! Oh god damn it! This is legitimately so much nicer than the gel. Fuck. I guess I just gotta be more careful of the drying. Yeah, I think the only thing you can't get are color packs, yeah, but those are like there's a decent number of free to play color packs. I remember getting a one from Barokatir a long time ago and just like, no, this will last me for a while. There we go. I'm gonna need to cut out some more. I'm gonna need to cut out another pack. So I actually don't think I'm gonna use nearly all of these. Like I'm putting these pretty close, right? Like these are reasonably close. We have almost hit like a halfway saturation point. Like, guys, check out the progress on this. Fucking wild shit. All right, I'm gonna let that dry a little bit. Let's go. Oh boy. Oh, Arcwing, yeah. I think Arcwing is even more prominent now. Eliminate and Saren. Saren's very good. I remember Saren was busted, and I think she's still busted and continues to be busted. All right, let's begin. I think now I need just to clip every single one from this runner. Clippy. Yeah, I've only lost 2 seeds. The funny thing is I know where the seeds are. One is inside my keyboard, and I hope that doesn't like I hope I start typing and I don't hear like a crunch. If I need to, because like I had to replace my keyboard, and like I said, I am one of those people that I've used a shitty Amazon Basics membrane keyboard for like 6 years, and it's been totally fine. But I by accident I spilled some isopropyl alcohol on mine, and it just stopped working. And I'm like, oh no, my computer's breaking. It's like, oh no, it's just my keyboard. I mean, that's understandable to guess. Yeah, it's I feel like Warframe is a cool game, but there's like there's enough weird bad features that everyone hits a point where they're like, I don't know. But I do feel the urge to get back in every now. Is a decent. Now I'm using this. I should probably look into one. The thing is, I'm a little iffy about like Jim Nell needs to hear it. Ears playing crunch. I don't have any crunchy food, or else as a bit. From my burger buns. Yes, every sesame is harvested by a sesame gnome from the sesame sprues. I just stole one. I just beat up a sesame gnome, and I'm like, "Hey nerd, give me your lunch money." And by lunch money, I mean your seeds. And they're like, "Oh no, my sesame seeds! Whatever will I do?" And then I threw them in the locker. How you doing, okay? How you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Just need to turn on my brain to talk to friends. That's true. I never played the Destiny games just because like I think it's because I knew a guy that played a lot of Destiny 1 and he, like you ever have a game where somebody is so aggravating they just ruin the game for you and you just don't get into it. Destiny was like that for me, but Warframe I think basically follows the same niche anyway, so it's like I don't think I need to double dip ever. Just fish your D&D game. Fuck yeah, how'd that go? How'd that go? Hell yeah. I'm currently cutting out the seeds. I think I just need to clip this entire seed packet. There we go. There we go. How you doing? How you doing? That's the worst new player. Yeah, so I do every now and then there is a like you guys ever have like a YouTuber you'll watch every now and then and be like, he's not your favorite, but you're like, I'm in the mood. There's that like I hate everything guy that like kind of at some point just kind of like, yeah, I'm just gonna bitch about Destiny 2 a lot. And because like he's like one of those things that's like he hates the game, but it's like you're here forever, and every now and again he sees a glimmer of hope. Just watching the way where it's like, oh yeah, there's whole like early beginner story elements in Destiny 2 that you just cannot get as a new player anymore. And like that is baffling to me. Well, I suppose everything so I don't game with them. Oh, that's a bummer. Bonus mission from the special in the new Minds of Penelver. Nice. Hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah. I mean, I don't need people to ruin LoL for me. LoL, like League of Legends. If you like League of Legends, that's fine, I guess. But I can't play MOBAs. I cannot sit down for 40 to 20 to 40 minutes and play a game that actively makes me feel worse afterwards. I just can't. I just can't. Like I would keep playing with friends during like college, various MOBAs like Heroes of the Storm, Dota 2. Dota 2 was very short. League of Legends, and like we would play all night, and ostensibly none of us were happy. Oh, this is so much worse than the burger one. I guess I could shake it out. Yeah. Oh yeah. For context, this is the sesame ball I'm working on. Oh, it's got a nice texture now that they've begun to accumulate. Oh, I might have just knocked one off though. There's a couple of spots I'm definitely probably have to go back and do that. That's a laughing fox. How you doing? How you doing? And enjoy your lurk. I'm acquiring seeds. Seed me gnome. That's exactly what I said before I beat the gnome up. Uh-oh. Need to be a little careful because if I'm not paying too much attention, these clippers are good enough that I would just slice a seed in half, and that would basically be considered like a seed long. You know? Yeah, I like when I show the sesame ball to people. They're like, "How? What? How? What the fuck? How? What? What the fuck are you talking? What are you doing?" Wire a seed. Ande. Brenda's account got banned for literally playing the game. What the fuck? Why does this keep happening in live service games where just like accounts will get banned for no reason? Because like that's the thing too, where it's like if you play a game where you sink a lot of online hours and then you get banned, that's gonna be fucking disheartening. It's like you just can't get that time back. And a lot of those games are like, yeah, you spend the time so that you could build up the shit. What happens if you recover a seed? My basically like if a seed I cannot get tonight without like seriously like could I open up my keyboard and dig out the seed? Yeah. I'm not gonna because like that's not good radio. That's just me searching my way through a keyboard for a seed. So I'm considering it lost. It's just lost now. It's just lost forever, more or less. I actually legitimately wonder how much of the third one I'm going. We basically got half with one. Oh, bud. Oh, well, fair. Yeah, I think it's a reasonable metric. And like honestly, two seeds out of so many. I will also say there is a certain peacefulness just going through all of these and clipping them. There also is like I can feel my eyes glaze over as I just kind of like just like snip my way through. But I wanna just get like a big bunch. I just want to get this entire fucking sprue before I come back. Even though this would technically give me some glue drying time if I went. Actually, yeah, I should probably save some for glue drying time. Let's do that then. No, that's just it. That's just it. I can't do that. I can't do that. Multiple people have said, why don't you just cover the ball in glue and roll it through the seeds? And my answer is that's against the spirit. That's against the spirit of the sesame ball. The sesame ball, what you gotta do is you gotta glue a line and you gotta put a seed on. Let's see if I can just stick one seed there. Yeah, exactly. It's not art. I only do artisanal balls of seeds. Thank you very much. There we go. I mean, also, like I said too, I think I this it's the directions were like you like do it with tweezers. So I'm like, okay, I'll do it that way. Get a little bit more sippage. I respect that. Yeah, I think it's also because I am a weirdly stubborn person in a lot of respects. There's things I've done where it's like this is probably not the ideal way to do this, but I'm committed. I'm committed. For like usually it's not very model related kinds of commitment. It's usually more like playing games in a certain way. They're like, "How? Why are you playing this game in this way that's kind of like unnecessarily hard?" It's because I'm in it. Hello, Clay. How you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Congratulations on your streak. How you doing? I'm assembling the sesame seed ball, and it's going. Oh, this method's kind of nice too because I could actually take some of the glue. I can like push it better into shape, I guess. Ah! Okay, we didn't lose it. We didn't lose it. Oh, we didn't lose it again. I also wonder, like, I almost wondered if, like, if I wanted to put, like, blue tack on the ends of the tweezers, but I actually don't know how that would work for gripping. I think the blue tack would be, if anything, too strong, and I just could not remove it. I have, like, a little napkin on my lap that as I am working my way through every now and then, I'm trying to, like, dab the glue off of the tweezers. That's mostly working. Ah, oh, how you doing, Clay? How you doing? I am, I am feeling a little woozy. I wonder if I'm genuinely getting like a little bit sick, which I hope not, because I'd like not to be sick right now, especially because the guild is requiring me to go out and do some walking around outside type missions next week. So I cannot be sick for that, or they will be very upset. No, she'll be fine. Yeah, that's what I feel like the blue tack would just kind of get. I love using blue tack for like mini stuff, but it would absolutely the blue tack would straight up just probably just swallow the seeds and then have to dislodge it, and that's a whole pain in the ass. This way is a little faster, but it's still kind of got that same sort of like natural placement. Oh, and then once again, I will alternate to the other side. For everyone who's on the YouTube side, if you would like to listen along to what I'm listening to, because I can't play that audio on YouTube because of copyright, I'm listening to the every now and then. This is like my silly playlist. Do I feel being? Do I want to be a little goofy? Do I want to have a little bit of mischief? I play this fucking Neil Cicierega 4 hour long album compilation, and it's good. It's good goofing music, you know. Faces and heads out of kit. Yeah. I I don't know, like, I don't I this company's called, like, Seattle or whatever, and I don't know what else they do. Like, I've not heard of the brand before this, so I don't know if it's like, this is like a pretty big Plamo company that just decided to have a little bit of mischief, or if this is like, they only existed like, there are some companies that do, like, weird kits exclusively, or like Kotobukiya, where it's like they mostly do normal kits, but every now and then they like to party. I think I generally like Kotobukiya probably the best. Oh, oh, this one almost went back into my keyboard. I can't lose 2 sesame seeds to the keyboard. That would be devastating. Need a Clearly I need to wipe my fucking tweezers. Fucker, please. Please. Please, 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 little seed. Just there we go. Okay. Okay. I would, like I said, there was a thought. So it's not that hard to get like 3D printed Nurglings because like Nurglings for what's it called? Nurglings for Nurgle stuff. If you're not a big Warhammer person, Nurglings are like they're like little tiny gross demons for Nurgle stuff, but they're also like kind of cute and mascotty in a weird way. I don't. Yeah, I've been trying to wipe off the glue a little bit. Unfortunately, I think some of it's still kind of sort of sticking. Definitely don't need seed glue. Oh god, I actually, you know what'd be kind of fun is to get a bunch of the. I wish they would sell just the seeds. If I could buy like extra seeds, I would. Oh man, can you imagine putting all these on like a key, like a key, like a keyboard key? You get that kind of like Sesame tactile sensation behind it. Because like this has got a very nice finger feel, you know. I like the pinups. Why would I judge you? Listen, I have several frame arms girls, and like they're not super pinup-y, but they are like. Oh, this one landed on the lap. There we go. Yeah, they are just stinky little guys. But I think it'd be fun just to cover in one entirely in sesame seeds. But yeah, I don't know if I've ever done any of their explicit pinups, but like I'm personally not immune to saucy models. Like every now and then for 3D prints, I'll see like a saucy model, be like, ooh, nice, nice you. And then I sometimes I'll print them out and I'll be like, I can't do anything with this, and it'll just sit around for a while. So let's go back to. I guess I can do like. There we go. But yeah, no, I do. I feel like if like initially I also this is kind of nice if I hold it like this, the extra glue will actually drip down into the model. And then you're all right. I mean, I'm a VTuber, so I'm not all right. But like, yeah, I mean, like it's also hello, Miles. How you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. I think one of my lesbian friends is collecting their Star Trek but girl models. I would believe that. I'm vaguely aware. I think I'm vaguely aware of what those look like off of my head, but like I don't know. Like I know they've done like the like Friday the 13th and other like horror stuff, but kind of like Bishojo figures. They're pretty nice though. They're pretty nice. I think like I've always liked the idea of having a lot of anime figures, but they're very pricey. And once again, I see everything in war game context where it's like, could I get a figure for a show I like? Yeah. Or a character I like? Yeah. The problem is, but I could also get models. I could get miniatures. And that temptation will never go away. How you doing, Miles? If you do not know me, I am Habernut the Mimic Elf. I'm a miniature painting VTuber, the Nurgle in this game variety. And if you do know me and I forgot, I'm very sorry. Listen, this has been slowly eroding my brain. I hope you can understand. We're beginning to work our way to like the sesame seed equator, which has been nice. I guess, yeah, I guess they probably do have this formula. You probably need all 3 packs. You can't display them. The thing is, I don't necessarily want the not safe for work ones. Like, I'm generally cool for the safe for work ones. It's more like they don't do anything. And like I know they are like how they're plastic furniture. But the thing is, even at the prices they are, like this is gonna sound dumb. I I'm getting for the first time ever. Oh god, I'm getting an IKEA shelf thing. I'm getting I there is a springs. Uh-oh. Oh, I see. No. All right, we're on to number 3. We have lost 3 of them. It has fallen into my carpet and I cannot even begin. It it also doesn't help that my carpet is covered with like miniature debris, like little plastic parts I've snipped off and what like I vacuum fairly regularly, but because I do like especially during the weekends is where I do a lot of my modeling stuff and kit bashes. That is when my floor is at its messiest. So it's just that one is just lost to the void. That's just how it be. Just the action figures or articulated dolls. True. I mean, that is why I do like the Plamo figures because they are generally cheaper because you have to build them yourself. But like, but then again, doll stuff. It's interesting. Almost lose it. But I didn't lose it. That's the big thing. Like I'm not big on like the kind of like high spec anime dolls, but like I respect it in a way. Like it's just not my personal jam. But I've seen like people who are really into those dolls are very nice people, and they also are like kind of like parallel crafters. As in like they do similar things that I do, and like I can every now and then like I'll just see somebody like, yeah, I took this doll and I took these colored pencils and I created a perfectly blended flesh tone. And I'm like, how the fuck did you do that? You fucking doll wizard. But the actual dolls themselves, I'm kind of like, not my cup of tea. I do like characters with doll joints though. Like whenever you see a character in a show that has doll joints, you're like, oh, you're gonna be very good. But that's probably just an extension of me generally liking robots and automata of all sorts as characters. If there's a show with a dedicated robot character, I probably like that one the most. Like you guys are not going to be surprised that I guess Persona 3 is my favorite like Persona character probably. She's very, very good. Very, 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 very nice toaster. I like that toaster quite a bit. Come on, grip you. Ah! That went to my lap. Can I? Eh, okay, we good. We good. We good. It has not been lost. At most, it has been slightly warmed by my lap. Just slightly, though. Once again, though, we're talking about like grand total of 900 parts. Only losing like 3 seeds isn't too bad. I think that's like a reasonably solid ratio. But yeah, I feel like with the doll stuff, I would totally be down to listen to someone do like a whole like lecture thing on them, but I would never own one myself. If that makes any sense, like that kind of thing. I'm fascinated at a distance. But yeah, I have like I said, I have a couple of frame arms girls. That's really about as close to anime, like traditional anime figures. I used to have a long time ago, a friend of mine did move, and I did what's it called? He needed to move and he gave me a bunch of his shit. And I also needed to move, so I couldn't keep it. But he had a Senjo Gahara figure that I ended up selling it on like I assume Craigslist is still around, but I actually legitimately do not know if Craigslist is still used. Like Craigslist feels like something that like boomers and serial killers probably use because like I know there's like dedicated apps for like market stuff or like Facebook Marketplace is relatively established as like a Craigslist equivalent. Yeah, Sesame seed bun like yeah, yeah, I got plenty before I reach that threshold. Remove the hookup section. I the thing is about like I everything about getting hookups on Craigslist seemed like a terrible idea. Like I understand, I imagine some people probably had like met people that they are in relationships with or like had a fun one night stand. But I feel like every Craigslist personals ad is like, "Hello, I am a person that is naive and still has all their limbs attached. Would you like to fix that for me? Thank you." Or like you would do the thing where it's like they're like, "I'm a hot single in your area." And someone's like, "Golly, I can't wait to get my dick sucked." And you go there and it's just like 3 guys with fucking pistols. They're like, "All right, give me everything in your wallet and also your credit card." And like, you know, this is a robbery. You're getting robbed. You drove to get robbed. And I understand that's kind of a general fear on most. Like, that's something that could, in theory, happen with every dating app. But I feel like Craigslist, especially, like, I feel like if you're doing it on Craigslist, that's the amount of times that probably happens is a lot more. Yeah, I'm young and naive and filled with organs that probably sell for a lot on the black market. You should mug me and my organs. Hee hee. So I cannot imagine. Like, I feel like getting rid of the hookup section on Craigslist was not a huge loss. I mean, I have bought stuff on Craigslist in the past. I bought a car on Craigslist, which is wild. This is I needed a summer car, and it was like 1984 Honda Civic. It's garbage, $1,000. I'm like, sold. I need a garbage car so I can drive to my no, my summer job that month, but that year was pretty nice. It was the one where I worked at the gatehouse for a park. I didn't need a car that would last a long time. I needed a car that would function. Oh yeah, but anyway, yeah, I did sell the Senjukahara on Craigslist, and that was the funniest. That was the funniest buy. There was a mom who apparently answered the ad for a Senjukahara figure. I was pretty open. I was like, "Hey, a friend of mine moved. I have all this stuff. Would you like to buy the Senjukahara figure?" And this well-meaning, like, when I say, like, I've never really lived in the South until I moved to where I'm at, but, like, I've lived in areas with Southern-esque people, and a well-meaning Southern-esque mom showed up, and she's like, "Oh, my teenage daughter will love this." And I'm like, "You are an interesting mom with a very interesting daughter." Like, I'm glad the figure could go to a good home. Still still was not expecting this. Was not expecting this sort of exchange. So somewhere out there in theory, there is what is assumingly considering that is like, oh god, like 7, 8 years ago? So yeah, probably like a early to mid 20 something. Uh assumingly might still have that Senju Gahara figure. Wild, huh? Ain't that some shit? Yeah, the whole CRT market thing is bizarre. Went to a store. Yeah, exactly, Will. Exactly. I like because like I said, there are better. Like as much as I hate Facebook, I have seen good things about using Facebook Market for like buying used Warhammer stuff, and because that is attached to because like eBay sellers and like it's generally nice to be able to attach a person to a ad for that kind of thing, especially if you're doing it IRL. But on Craigslist, you could be just like throwaway email. Don't mind me. It is I, Kidney Farmer 14. But God, I remember when CRTs were garbage and now everyone wants them for like retro bullshit. And that feels weird to me. Like I had a CRT much of my life, but like I probably ditched mine in like 2014. And mine wasn't one of those really nice high spec CRTs. Like the kind of CRTs that fighting game players like. Oh yeah, I had to have a friend drive me to a actually I think we just threw it away. Like, it was like, why would you take a CRT to a Goodwill? They have plenty. They don't need more. They were trying to get rid of them. And then at some point a switch flipped and everyone was like, "No, we actually love CRT TVs. They're retro and kish." And then the thing is like I know that like if you're playing like certain like I said certain old school fighting games or like really twitchy games require a CRT so you don't have input lag that's real bad. But, like, your average person is not buying, like, these junker CRTs that were, like, pretty common. Like, I had a fucking, like, Radio Shack CRT. No one wanted that. No one wanted that when I got it. I got it as a hand-me-down. I think I had a dead relative. I'm pretty sure oh, yeah. My CRT, a relative died. They're like, "Hal, as a teenage boy, we figured." There we go. Did not lose it. We figure you would like to have your own CRT TV. And I, as somebody who had like a PS2 and like a GameCube in my room, I was like, yeah, yes, I would. And they're like, all right, here you go. Enjoy your garbage TV. And I was like, I did, and I will. And my garbage TV did well for many, many years. And then it got outdated because like it was a CRT TV. I don't know. Maybe if I had like a really nice one, that might be kind of fun. But I'm not like as somebody who likes retro games, a lot of my retro preference are like older PC games. So like the need for like a CRT is not super big. Though I have recently I've gone back to like I have been looking at that dumb plan to get an analog pocket. I want to get an analog pocket and a Game Boy Color and not Game Boy. I'm like a Game Boy camera and analog pocket and one of those docking stations that lets you hook up an HDR. And I want to have the worst res mini painting stream of all time. I want to have the crunchiest fucking setup. Game Boy Color mini painting, black and white, like whatever bit, like 8-bit maybe. I forget exactly what Game Boy Black and White used to run. Real bad. TV's my dream or still CRT. I don't know if I've ever dreamed of a TV in a hot minute. I usually do the dreams where I'm back in high school or college. Hello, Dumbledore. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Do you like my sesame orb? Do you like my sorb? Uh-oh, one came off. There we go. I think I can cram one more in that tippy top one. I do. No, I'm trying to keep my seed consolidated. High school is the devil. High school was fine for me. I'm in that part where high school is an entirely neutral memory, where it's like there's some people like high school was the best years of my life, and others they're like high school was hell and I got bullied every day. I I feel like I should have gotten bullied more, but I didn't. So I feel pretty neutral. A better feel. All right, yeah, let's go. Let's go mimic mode. Let's go mimic mode. There we go. I'm still keeping my hands normal shaped. I still gotta keep my hands normal shape because I can't listen, if I get my grippers out, it's gonna be incredibly hard. It's gonna be incredibly hard to actually like keep there we go. Also gotta like there we go. So also real quick, I'm going to take a very, very, very quick idle break. Uh so I will be right back. I'm just going to quickly sidle under the screen. So BRB. Oh yeah, I would fucking destroy it. BRB. All right, I'm back. Hello, everybody. I've returned. I have returned. Ba-ba-ba-da-ba. Yippee! Hello, everyone. I also, unfortunately, a 3D print of mine. I don't know what's up. There's this like Mordheim-esque house that I'm currently building, and whenever I tried to print it, it always gets like caught up at a certain bit. So I have to figure out why that one. Because I was able to 3D print some bases recently. Oh yeah, no, all these remixes are fucking bananas. They're very, very good. Alright, I should also use this as an opportunity to get like the yes, let me get the glove on, my bad. Also, you guys can tell that I washed my hands because look, there's not paint on it except for this really, really stubborn paint. But other than that, it's been wiped clean. There we go. Begin. Once more. Let's begin the task of removing the lads. And we're at 2. Okay, I totally believe I will be able to finish this on stream. And then I guess I'll just continue working on bases because that's kind of like a fun thing to do. Let's go. Yeah, cling hands, let's go. I am no one can dare call me a stinky VTuber because I am visibly washed. Thank you very much. But where was I going with that? You have to glue all the seeds. I literally am. I am going to glue. Well, I mean, okay, if there's leftover seeds, I want to save them for another project. But like, I do want like generally pretty good coverage. If that makes any sense. I want to get good coverage on this. Also very glad. See, I like these clippers. The problem is they have this like flat end, which actually makes like reaching. Like I even noticed this when I'm clipping with the Warhammer stuff, which is a little awkward. Oh yeah, but I did get what's it called? For some reason my also this is really weird too. I need to figure out what's up with that. So this is my there's this like melted burn mark, whatever, but like otherwise this base is pretty good. That does look really bad. What I want though is for the where's he at? The Baron guy, the guy in the little cart. I want to use this as the base and build like a sloping ramp. So he's like being pushed uphill. Like I got these like little 3D printed tree roots that I'm going to use to also just like have them dangle off the side of that hill. Like, ooh. I found like this what this guy, what's his fucking name? All the fucking things, exactly. What's this printer's name? 3D printing. It's called like Zabavka. Let me give you guys a link to this person because I actually really like I really like what they do for their basing stuff. Oh, there we go. I will post that here. There we go. I'm gonna post this here as well. If you would hold on. There we go. If you nerds suddenly like for some reason need a STL, oh, really elbowed something. If you need STLs for like basing stuff, I really like. I've recently discovered this person. They're very cool. There we go. I really do need to do those like shill videos of like I really like this person who does 3D printed stuff. You should check them out. I have so many plans and I'm held back by my weekend sleepiness. Weekend sleepiness is real. But yeah, those have been good. Those have been good. And I think tomorrow my game plan is I'm going to be doing some more Turnip 28 stuff. Cuz I've been thinking about it. Like I still need to figure out what I want to do for Saturdays, especially cuz I want to try to build some stuff up. I still want to do what's it called? I still really want to do more dungeon crawl classes with chat. I gotta get that set up going. Gotta get that set up going, get some research for that shit. So maybe next week I might do it. I might do another 3 painting slash crafting stream week so I can prepare. So it's been a while since I've run Dungeon Crawl Classics. I really like Dungeon Crawl Classics as a system. I know it's got like the weird Zochi dice and everything's kind of bananas. It's very fun though. Look at these. Some of these are still like on the runner. I also like I can tell where it's like if you look, you can see like little bits where I'm just snipping the back. That's not like an intentional choice to snip the back on a lot of these. It's just kind of happening. Oh, this one. One of them almost just got knocked off my table. Yeah, so Dungeon Crawl Classics is a what's it called? Dungeon Crawl Classics is it's not a full like retro clone thing. It's trying to evoke the idea of like being a retro clone kind of dealio. So it's got like a bunch of like really lethal dungeons and like it's kind of oh, this one nearly fell off into the void, but we're still good. So like kind of lethal dungeons, big on selling modules. Like something I like for some people really like or hate this feature, but there are like what they're called the funnel dungeons. Because like you basically will start off with like 4 level 0 characters in these dungeons because they expect you to die in like horrible but fun ways. And then the ones that live get to become level 1. And they're kind of brutal, but they're fun. They're good for stream stuff, I will admit. For what I do, they're very fun. Yeah. So it's not exactly an OSR thing because the system's not compatible with like older modules, but it's still pretty neat. We're gonna print either the resin or the oh, that's fair. That's fair. I mean, literally, well, like my FDM printer had like a weird jam literally like minutes ago when I went to check on it. Apparently, I don't know it's just this one print I keep trying to do. And when it's just part of a roof because I like a I I got that like like midlife crisis from the people who do model painting, and you're like, I would like a Mordheim table. So I'm printing out some like cool buildings and stuff like that. And one of them is the building is very close. I just need to print out the roof, and the roof, for some reason, one of the roof parts just stops. Like for some reason, my extruder just clogs. Like it just grips too hard on the FDM stuff, and I don't know why. I'm getting an extra add-on, so it in theory, it'll be a side-mounted FDM spool, which I think makes it a little easier for the stuff to come out. I really am Theseusing my Ender 3. Ender 3 is like was at one point it was like baby's first 3D printer of the FDM variety, like pretty cheap, gets you good-ish results. I find it to be incredibly finicky compared to even the baby bitch resin printer. Oh no, I hate that Gorilla Grip extruder. I don't want that. It fucking sucks. I just want Mordheim houses. Because I also figured the Mordheim houses would work well for Middle Earth strategy battle game, or even like the fucking Game of Thrones shit, where I could just have like a bunch of ruined houses and then just march like my Lannister army into them. Like that'd be cool. Get, get some glue on there. All right, we're back. Yeah, I can understand though. I do like resin printing. I will fully admit that like I was gifted. I was actually gifted through throwing a resin printer, and it was fucking fucking life changing. Like legitimately, it opened up so many cool modeling opportunities. I can understand if you don't want to deal with like the fumes and stuff. I have a very mine is a very in a very well ventilated area that also, if I want to, I can just open the door. I can just open the door and let all the naughty bad evil air out, which is very good. But I know a lot of people are like, yeah, I live in like an apartment, or like I live with roommates, or I live with pets. And like I keep all that shit far away from Nanners, because like there's no way that would be good for her. There's no way that'd be good for her. She luckily she does not have to deal with any of that, which is good. I cannot imagine a creature that mostly subsists off of smell would have a fun time. 'Cause yeah, snakes have eyes, but they're not particularly good. Like they do a lot of their seeing with scent. Which is interesting, because then I guess that means Nanners is like this tall pile of warmth and smell is not a threat as long as it moves slow. Which is like, it's like one of those things, like I still don't believe Nanners is fully cognizant of me as a person. But like Nanners at the very least tolerates me in a way that most reptiles do not. Like I said, as somebody I used to own like geckos and anoles, and they do not like you. Geckos and anoles are just like I do not want to be near you. You are terrifying, and my every fiber of my instinct says to run away. You gigantic scary person, which is understandable. Like once again, they're reptiles. They're very small, and they live for many years in the wild, doing things that particular way. Snake, were they posted anywhere? Oh yeah. Hold on. I need, this is also something I need to figure out. So Twitch has a point system where by watching you accumulate points that you could spend on like little goofy rewards. And one of those is to get added to my Nanners fan club. I need to find a way to replicate that on YouTube. I need to replicate that on the YouTube side. This is like another Sammy task I need to do. Like find some way to be like every X amount of hours generate a currency of something. I guess I could do that with Mix It Up maybe. I'll have to figure out how to get that to work. I want to replicate a lot of those features over on YouTube. But yeah, I'll show you Nanners in a sec. I'll show you Nanners in a sec once I get all this glue in. I get all these seeds in, I mean. But yeah, FDM printer has been not like, it's to the point where like part of me is like, what if I just like bought like a nice one? Like not like a because like the problem is the crazy nice FDM printers are like thousands of dollars. But I'm like, there's some like good $400 ones. And it's like that, like ones that have like beds that auto level. And there's a couple of really wild ones that are like, yeah, you could put like 3 different spools of resin of not resin, of like of the plastic into it. And as it prints, it'll pull different plastic colors to color the thing as you do it. Which on one hand, as somebody who like there are people who do resins like FDM printing stuff for just like I FDM printed a fun hat clip or whatever, and they're never going to paint their shit, so that is a cool feature. For me, that's not as important. But like the speed and reliability and the option to do like auto bed leveling stuff sounds really really baller. I feel like a little bit of like shine. I'm assuming the shiny bits are where the glue is still active and working. Up on there. Get to the point system on YouTube about the dual watch. I mean, totally go for it. I do need to find some way to make that happen. I don't want the YouTube. I'm trying to, as I said, I'm very new to the YouTube side, which by the way, once again, I am now halfway to being like able to do membership stuff on YouTube, and I'm very thankful for that. Thank you everyone on YouTube. Legitimately, since oh fuck, when the seed fell out, and another seed fell. God damn it! I guess if the seeds fell, they were destined to fall. That's fine. Basically halfway there. Nice. But yeah, this is let me take you to my snake. This is my snake Nader. She is a ball python. I've had her for roughly a little over maybe like 4.5 years. It'll be 5 years come September. I don't know her birthday, but the day I got her was September 20 because I remember I got her directly after I got paid. I got paid and I rolled out and I'm like, I'm buying a snake. And when I came home, she was in a little tiny little container, and now she's like 4 feet long. She's very good. She's a very good snake. Let's go back to medium zoom. There we go. Very little, if I'm going to be honest. So I still need to remove. Yeah, you can be a senior and a VIP. That you can do both. I effectively feed her like every 10 days or so. And that is a rat that cost probably about like $15. And then like it used to be cheaper when she was smaller, but now she requires the largest of rats. And what's it called? Oh, you're only seeing part of the cage. The cage is a reformatted it's one that's made to hold Christmas trees that you can DIY into a pretty big snake cage. She's got plenty of room. Do not worry. She is not cramped. She just likes to stick to certain areas of her cage too. And then of course you have to get like bedding and something like that. You want to make sure that everything's clean. I think I do that like every couple of weeks. Kind of just like smell test and everything. And so yeah, she's not like the most expensive pet. And they're definitely cheaper when they're younger. And then of course, like getting like little logs and little branches and stuff for her to play around with. That's a little bit, but like that's like negligible. It's not like a dog where you have to constantly get big old bags of kibble and stuff like that. How you doing, Vega? Welcome, welcome, welcome. How you doing? How you doing? Now, Nanners is not a picky eater usually. There is a thing with snakes though, where like sometimes they just won't eat. Like I've legitimately gone months where she just does not eat. And there's no reason or rhyme. Like sometimes it's because she's like hibernating because it's in like a winter month and she kind of sort of has an instinct to hibernate. Sometimes she doesn't. Sometimes she'll just not eat and I don't know why. And she's fine. And then the next week I feed her. I usually give her like a week after that. And then she'll eat. A friend of mine, Echo, her snake went an entire year without food, but was still fat. Snakes are wildly efficient creatures. It's because like they don't need to move a lot. They basically like hide under a log, and in nature, like maybe once a month or twice a month, a rat will walk by and they snap it and they eat it and they hide under their log again. Sucker of Love. Oh yeah, I don't know. There's something about Sucker of Love that I it does not look like it's a game for me, but I've heard a lot of people like it, so hell yeah. I am doing good though. I'm doing good. I've been having fun assembling sesame seeds. Yeah, I could kind of see they kind of look like bug eggs. I could maybe see that. Oh yeah, no, this is what I joke about where like Nanners is my favorite piece of furniture. I love her. I would kill someone for Nanners. Nano's is barely cognizant of the world around her, and it's because she doesn't need to. She's very efficient. She's a very efficient tube. She's a tube that is made to wiggle around and then eat food. And every now and then, when she's getting like when she's very movie, like when she's very active in her cage, I like to pick her up and hold her, and she'll generally accept being held. Until she's like, "Ooh, what's that over there?" And she begins like trying to crawl off my body. And I'm like, "All right, back in the cage, nerd." She's like, "Okay." They have a very nice goat milk. Okay. Eats. Yeah, I think I've been worried about because I don't know. I'm generally a weeb purist where I'm very distrusting of Western VNs. I don't know why. I think I've just had bad luck with them overall. I've had bad luck with semi ironic Western VNs, and like you could date Cthulhu just kind of like triggered my this is going to be soup. Okay, we did not lose the seed. Like I if it I don't know. I got a lot of warning signs from it. It's probably a fine game, and I'm just overly judgy as a very strict weeb. Like I know some people I generally trust have played the game, and they seem to enjoy it. Is it also like kind of sort of legitimately scary? Like I know aren't there supposed to be like at least the new one has some like actual kind of like scary moments to it? Yeah, exactly. We're just it's just eggs all the way down. It's just egg forever. How many layers of eggs are you on, my dude? Yes. That's got jump scares. See later. Okay. Ah, I gotcha. I mean, I didn't see your stream print, but I did see the clip, and it's hard to judge how scary it is because you are kind of jumpy in a way that's very fun to watch. But I don't know if that's a good gauge on like how scary your game is. I mean that the nicest way possible. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just saying. But they got the ambiance right. Maybe. Oh, hold on. I'm getting some seeds are beginning to migrate. They're migrating off. There we go. I have recovered the seeds. Yeah, why the fuck did I use the gel glue? The runnier glue is so much easier where I can legitimately do the like I drop them I nicely drop them onto the thing. Also, when I'm done with this, I'll have to take a very nice rotator picture of this. For the weak hearted, I'm sorry. Just whether or not watching Pro Jared. I feel like that name is familiar, but I don't know about my head. I feel like he's a YouTuber. I know so little about YouTubers and stuff outside of. Well, I guess there's like a couple that I've been watching for a while. Like I'm like the like Mandalore and every now and then I'll watch a Super Eye Patch Wolf, but usually I have to be into the topic he's talking about. Or I'm like I'm good. I really did like the fake video game video he did recently. Erase the toys are inhabited AI today. Everything I know about Gundam Build Fighters seems insane, but like in a way that I would fuck with super hard. Like the one where it's like there's like a I know there's a scene where there's a guy who is like at a bar, and then like the barkeep is like, "Madame, this gentleman has gifted you this," and he just gave her some like just gave her a Plamo model, and she's just swooning. And it's like that's a better reality. Like that is the true utopia where everything is just Plamo based. Like that sounds amazing. Like why don't we live in that? There is something that I greatly enjoy about about anime that has like everybody's obsessed with this one particular very specific thing. Like Keijo is very fun where it's like yeah, everybody in the world dreams of water butt fighting. It is super prestige unless you're like really sticking a mud into judo. How you doing there, Chest? How you doing? Welcome. Just on cameos. I feel like I also know though I need to watch a lot more Gundam so I can get the references a bit more. Except thin, ugly, less hysterical. Ah, gotcha. Yeah, I think there's a lot of old YouTubers who just stream. I'm gonna be real. As somebody who continuously tries to dip my toes into doing edited content on YouTube, it is a very different skill set, and there is like a sort of ease of like, yeah, I just play a thing I like, and I be the funny anime man. Like I do get to share a lot of my interests and hobbies and like minis and techniques and stuff I like with people, but it is compared to like editing a video and getting the right camera and making sure you don't like I can fuck up my words when I talk and that's fine. But if I'm recording and I fuck up anything, I'm like, "Oh, I hate this. Oh, I hate this." Oh yeah, no, Bento fucks super hard. Bento was very fun. Bento is the show that Dolges was talking about where it's like legitimately imagine Fight Club but for half price bento boxes. Glue one more into there. I'm gonna turn on my heater again. Chotomate. There we go. Card games on tables. Most card games are on tables, to be fair. I've mostly played mine on tables. All right. I'm probably due for another restock. There we go. But yeah, I love a dumb anime with a like a with a cool with a like I love an anime with a very specific premise. There was another one. I'm gluing sesame seeds onto my ball. As one does, you know. So I'm gonna remove the fucking let's see. Just shrink the Star Wars dice a little bit. Gonna shrink those a little bit. But it's like I really like there's like what it was called like God, I cannot remember it. It was like a cute girls doing cute things, but it was about like fucking motorcycles? But like less like Harley Davidsons and more like Yamahas and stuff and Suzuki's. And it was just like a little motorcycle club, and they all like talked about all the motorcycles they liked and like all the gear and stuff like that. There was also one that was just like Stig from Top Gear. It's like she would never take off her helmet, but she had a bow. And the implication was that like all like this is like a high school club, right? The implication that this was like a high school club, but like she was like a woman in her like 30s or 40s that just other the fact that like she kind of had like nobody ever saw her face, but she had like a kind of like a body that would let her blend in. Bakuan, yes. That was a really dumb one. But like I liked it. I like I said, I liked how specific it was. Or like once again, Girls on Panzer. I know very little about tanks or military history or anything, but man, dude, I like Girls on Panzer. Just like also just like the implication that like yes, and this universe, historical tank recreational fights are the peak of femininity. Like all the Stasius girls love to get into tanks and do tank battles. I'm like, fuck yeah, let's go. Fuck yeah, please let's go. Yeah, I subsist greatly off of like a dumb premise. Take it played completely straight too. Here's the thing: I need the premise to be completely straight. If people are like, haha, wow, look at this funny thing, or I hate detached irony for stuff like that. Give me dumb but earnest any day of the week, please. We be clipping. There we go. It's great because every girl. Oh yeah, every girl's pretty good. I would not be surprised if there's a Hema one. The one that I would really like to get animated, and it hasn't. There is a cute girls doing cute things manga called Quick Start. It's like a typical like 4 coma, aka like a 4 panel gag manga about tabletop RPGs. I'm like, ooh, 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 and I would love for that to get adapted, but I think that might weirdly enough be even too niche for a cute girls doing cute things show, which is wild. But like, uh, I would like it though. I really, in general, find Japanese tabletop RPGs fascinating. They do really cool like mechanical ideas that I like. It's like a same thing with like Japanese fantasy, where it's like Japanese fantasy stuff has roots in Western fantasy, but is diverged into its own thing so much where you get to see its own like tropes and other little bits and bobs. I think I'll do one more row of seeds and I'll go back to gluing. Oh yeah, we are getting a little bit that like discoloration. But I think once you get enough seeds on actually that the glue discoloration isn't that bad. It'll be fine. Oh no, a seed came off. Fuck. There's the board game. Is there a board game anime? I did not know that one. Could you give me the name of that one? There's also a really good one called like Sketchbook True Colors or something like that. Well, let's see if I can get the name for it after I clip these. It was about art. It was effectively like an art club, but it was actually like you got to see a lot of like art techniques and stuff like that. It was actually kind of nice. It was still cute girls doing cute things, but there was like a legitimate like I might learn something about art stuff today, even if it's like very entry level basic stuff. There we go. I feel like I got the name right. That's probably correct. Let's see. I remember I had like a funky capitalization thing. Sketchbook, True Colors. That sounds right. Oh god, I'm just getting SEO anime full colors. Okay, it's close. It's very, very close. I'll just link the manga to everyone because it's very fun. Oh, hold on. Okay, guess what? Oh yeah, I basically heard that too. Where like wizardry and like even Final Fantasy a little bit has like Western. I don't know. I think it came after wizardry. Yeah, like cockroach poker. What the fuck is cockroach poker? Nande. Is that like Egyptian rat fuck? After school dice club. Ooh, ooh. Okay, this looks fun. This looks fun. Let's see. Oh, the short hair, the blue haired girl has a very good design. I want to post. I want to take a picture of the design. I don't know why the blue haired one is very good. Let's see, ba 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 ba. Like, look at that. Like, these are. I kind of every now and then do like it when there's like a pretty like understated design. It's like, yeah, no, these are people. Yeah, these are. I mean, yeah, you get like blue hair and whatnot, but like, yeah, you get it. Yeah, this is nice. I'll have to look that up maybe. I need to get back into Baki. I've been feeling it. I've been seeing Minky post new Baki chapters, and it's like, or just like out of context stuff. I'm like, I gotta get back to reading Baki. Oh yeah, seeing like so like Western kobolds moving from like dogmen to like little reptiles, and Japanese kobolds remain the same is very fun. I find that interesting. Also, look how close we are. Like the rim is forming. The end is in sight. Oh my god, this is wild. I'm actually going to finish this with a lot of extra time. I'm still probably going to go for the full 4 hours. Like I said, I'll probably, if I run out, like if I finish this early, I'll just go back to working on the bases and then maybe some other models. Like you guys know, I do minis. I got minis for days. I already got the camera set up. Fuck it, why not? But I really like that. Or like, yeah, like how like the Japanese pig orc is still more of a thing compared to like the Western orc, which is now green and depending on what. Which I mean, I guess a lot of Japanese orcs are green too. But I don't know. I like the porks. I think porks are fun. Yeah, I'm actually very happy. There's like part of me that's like, what if I don't finish this in time? What am I gonna do? Am I gonna do another stream of this? Oh, very good tech. Yeah, it's a sesame orb. I've only lost 3 seeds, and I'm getting very close to finishing this. I don't know how much closer, but we're making progress. Progress is being made. How you doing? Did I lose the bet? No, I did this willingly. I actually did. Okay, there is a this is not like a super bet. There's another VTuber that got one of these as well. Kalmia. She's like a owl garage kit VTuber. And I was like, "Oh shit, you're getting the sesame ball." And she's like, "You should get the sesame ball. And if you do, I'll get the Evangelion lobsters." And I think I was going to get this anyway. Like I had this bookmarked anyway, so I was like, "Yeah, fuck it, why not get those lobsters?" And I am assembling mine. Hell yeah. I do like the Ava. Oh, I do like the Ava lobsters. I love Ava merch. It's so wild. Like Ava merch has become its own weird, bizarre, like incestuous nonsense thing. Like I still think there's like a Red Bard video of like, can you live? Like there's like assuming you're in Japan and had like infinite, like not infinite money, but like a reasonable income, you could absolutely live entirely off of Ava merchandise, like Ava instant food, Ava utensils, Ava like cosmetics and like hygiene supplies and stuff like that. And that shit is bananas. Let's get another one. But yeah, no, I technically did this willingly. I did this willingly because I thought it was fun. And it has been fun. I'm going to be real. This has been fun. This has been immensely fun. I know everyone's like, Hal, what the fuck? Why did you do this? But like, this is a fun kit. I'm not going to lie. This is an incredibly fun kit to do. Oh, no, it's fine. It's over here. I found it. I have lost 3. 1 to my carpet, 1 to inside of my goddamn keyboard, and 1 under my painting rack that I just cannot retrieve. Happy into product placement is nonstop. I feel like that exists. I think isn't there like a Chibi Ava show where it's like not product placement-y, but it's like kind of goofy and happy. I swear that's a thing. It is kind of zen. Honestly, if you can get this, especially like if you live in an area where you have a like I have a shop that just imports models, so you don't have to deal with the shipping costs. In that case, like this thing is normally like $10, and I got it with like 10 extra bucks shipping. Oh yeah, the racing projects, like the dating sim ones, right? Those are probably happier. Yeah, there's reasonably happy Eva spinoffs. I'm also gonna be real, like what's it called? Oh yeah, there's a little stream delay. Yeah, I kind of liked. It's very bonkers and feels very weird if you like the original tone of Ava. I really like Rebuild 4. I really, really like Rebuild 4 as like a kind of like, I no longer wish to wallow in sadness. I'm going to do a thing. Father, we're going to talk it out. You have trauma that you're working through. I got trauma I'm working through. We don't have to wallow in this shit. Come on, I'm going to fix shit. Hello, Mika. How you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm building the Sesame orb. The Sorb. Keep not gripping this one properly. How you doing? How you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, I'm assembling the Sorb. It's going great. Or the pain sphere, whatever you want to call it. Response is serious. It's like a conversation. Yeah, the thing, some people really, really hate them. Like the first 2 I can kind of understand because they're kind of like they're mostly remakes. And Ava 3 I think is neat, but it is very much stuff happens the movie. Like 3 desperately needed 4 as connective tissue, or I would have really liked a series that built up to it. I know the idea is to throw you and Shinji into a world where you have no idea what's going on, like as a purposeful thing, but still, there's so much that happened. I want to know. I want to see. If 1K follows, yeah, let's go. Fuck yeah. Hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah. Congratulations and enjoy the hype. Yeah, honestly, feel like hitting the big milestones do feel really good. So yeah, definitely enjoy that. You deserve to enjoy that. But yeah, I basically after I watched like I think it was this December I watched all the rebuilds because like I mean I watched the first 3 and then there was like the gigantic time gap. And also another part I really liked about 4 was that kind of like cozy post-apocalypse. I don't know. I like post-apocalypse settings where they're like, yeah, shit's fucked, but we're going to rebuild. Like the indomitable human spirit is still alive and well. Things are bad. We can only live in very close areas, but they're like, yeah, we've made a community. We've built a thing. We are teaching our kids. We are going. Things might still fuck up and die, and we don't know how much longer we got, but we're not gonna like fall over and die. Yeah, exactly, Derp. I love that shit. I love that shit. I don't know. I think it's what kind of like you see a lot of like Fallout is kind of bad for this, where you're like, it's like at least the Bethesda era Fallouts. I know like Fallout 1 and 2 have like actual post-apocalypse societies that are like doing If not fine, they're at least trying. But it's like when you roll into like a town in Fallout 3 and you're like, what is this place? Yeah, it's been like 100 some years after the apocalypse. We basically just lived in houses covered in dust and dirt and we'll never clean anything and we'll never try. And like that shit takes me the fuck out. I don't like that. I don't like that. Like I can understand a post-apocalypse like not looking like pristine and like using a lot of repurposed scrap. I'm okay with that. It's just that like kind of like it might as well have happened like 3 years ago. See, Derp, you fucking get it. You fucking get it, Derp. Let's go. Also, God, this is. Do you guys know what Buckeyes are? Like the candy. It's effectively you take like peanut butter and powdered sugar and vanilla extract and you mix it in a bowl till it becomes like thick, and then you dip it into molten chocolate and you leave like a little bit sticking out to resemble a specific type of tree that I believe only grows in Ohio. They're fucking delicious though, and I love them. And this is kind of reminding me of that. Oh, I do like Humanity's Decline. Like Humanity Decline has declined is weird because it is kind of like grim and depressing, and they're like, yeah, humans are going to die out, but it does something different at the very least. Buckeyes are damn tasty. I made Buckeyes last year, and I'm always wary again because like it's very hard not just to go in my freezer, not my freezer, my fridge, and just eat like 2 Buckeyes and just do that every couple of hours, you know? I would not. I mean, most seeds are poisonous, to be fair. But they're exactly, yeah. Like I mean, if you're depressed, you'll let your settings kind of squalorize. But like, as a species, humans, and I know as an elf, I'm kind of presumptuous saying this, but I was raised by humans. I get the gist. I'm a very human elf. I say with my tail and my chest mouth and all that. But I do think there is a kind of resilience to the human spirit. But like a lot, like to be fair though, a lot of people making post-apocalypse stuff are usually kind of like, or this is trying to be grim and dark and the human condition and tragic stuff like that. Oh, camera did freeze. Thank you. Oh God. All right. Let me fix this real quick. Why has the camera been freezing lately? Okay. There we go. We are back. Yeah, I mean, I like grip. I mean, also like you guys see me paint like 40K stuff. And even turnip. Turnip is very grim. The turnip has this kind of like whimsical levity I like to it, where it's like it's grim and everything's shit, but everyone's still a bunch of goofy little guys at the end of the day. Sure, the goofy little guys might die horribly in the fields of war, but there's still a bit of whimsy there. It's like a nice little palate cleanser. I do like Noble Bright stuff too, or like Grim. I don't know. There's Grimdark makes sense, and I forget the alignment system where it's like no or like Noble Dark where shit's bad, but there's good people trying their best. I like that quite a bit. I forget how that goes. Isn't that Grim? I don't know. Anytime somebody makes a joke fake alignment chart of various things, my brain begins to sizzle. All right, let's move over. Oh, I think I need to clip more. I need to clip more. Okay, we are going to go to the third. No, we're already on the third. Fuck. Okay. I might actually still use basically all of these. There we go. God, this feels so good. Like, I'm gonna be real. The texture of the seeds. This is a weird thing. I don't think I've ever had a sesame ball. Or if I have had a sesame ball, I don't remember. Like, it was a non-significant part of my life where I might have eaten a sesame ball and just been like, yep, that sure is sesame ball out of 10. Yeah, it feels nice. Cause like, I mean, like you get that, like all the little seeds are hard, of course. But like you still get like a nice sort of like textured feeling to it. I want to clip out all of these. I think if I do 3 rows, I'm going to get what I want. I think that'll be enough. Always these edge ones that I can't really catch because it doesn't really got like once again, this does not have like it's got a flat tip that bothers the fuck out of me. Everything else about these clippers I love. Like they're very snippy. They cut real clean. I don't have to do a lot of filing or sanding, which is why I use them for like my miniature painting now. I mean my mini prep. But it's like, why do you not have that little tip? That little tip makes so much harder. Like, I don't know if it's like a blade stability thing or a stylistic choice. I know a lot of these are specifically meant for like softer plastics of Plamo. So like maybe for plum or like it's like softer but thicker plastic as opposed to, I believe Warhammer plastic is like harder, but like you get like the thinner little connector bits, usually. Something like that. Wait, why did dot dot dot? Unless you're talking about the music, in that case, that's fine. Oh, just lost it. Oh yeah. I probably will reuse these. Like I said, I'm either going to use these for like a turn up thing. Like I don't know if there'd be like enough for like maybe if I just had one character that I just roll the sesame seeds over his face. Just print out a small tiny sphere and do that. I don't know. Or just find some way to like like these are seed shaped. That's why I don't want to cut all of them. I feel like at least a couple of these I could reuse. There we go. I got the magic angle. Fuck. I was like, I got the magic angle where this will work perfectly, and no. Fun. There we go. There we go. There we go. But yeah, I like that part of Ava, the Ava movie. There's also another series that Boniface recommended that if I like that, which I haven't written down somewhere, but I don't have it. I can really pull out. Hello, Dismayor. How you doing? Nice. Oh, perfect. Beautiful. Immediate snap. How you doing though? How you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. I am building the sesame orb. Sorb. Take a drink before I get back into it. Ah. But yeah, check it out. I might also, there's also a couple of spots where I think I can go like here and here and add another seed or. Uh-oh. That one was popping out. That's not great. That's fine. That's another one Nintendo player. Yeah, this is a sesame ball kit. You build the orb and then you glue all the sesame seeds to it. And I did this willingly. How you doing though? How you doing? Once more, I am Halbernut the Mimic Elf, miniature painting VTuber of the Nurgle and Skaven variety. Though today I am truly doing a decadent Slanesh-esque thing where I'm suffering, but in a way that I'm finding most enjoyable. It's weirdly peaceful. I'm gonna be real. It looks like hell. Like there are over effectively there's like 900 parts to this kit. It's fun though. Like I would think if I was not streaming this, this would be very relaxing. You like put on like some music or like a video you like, and you just kind of do it. You just kind of build the kit. Sure, you might lose some seeds. I've lost 3, but like it's still pretty chill. The wedding now preparing for a state exam. Everybody give this mayor your strength for the state exam. Let's fucking go. Hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah. Or Zinch. Oh yeah, some sort of like Zinchian just like puzzle that like after you glue the final sesame seed, you turn into a chaos spawn because fuck you. Oh, okay, that just went back in the pile. Okay. We good. Healthier and younger. Probably, yeah. Everything I read about, like, I did get into a little bit of a Gene Stealer cult binge recently, and I was like, ooh, they seem cool, but no, I can't. That of all armies, I cannot get into. I cannot get into Gene Stealer cults. They seem neat, and I like them, but goddamn, I know that they are one of the most suffering armies to paint, and I already have so much other shit. I'm surprised. I legitimately am surprised too. I'm a clumsy fucker, and usually if I've dropped them, I was able to retrieve them. What's up, buddy? How you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. go. Get that little bit. Send student power. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Ah, uh-oh. Luckily, I'm very lucky when these fly off. They don't go far. They're also underperforming. They were good for a while. I don't know. I'm kind of under like I know that armies come and go in power wise. You could also just like kit bash one though. Like that sounds like a fun kit bash to do. Get you some Nurgle bits. Go ahead and just put some green stuff or whatever modeling putty into the fat rolls, and just have a good day. Or my next army. Oh, you are cruising for suffering, but both those are cool armies. Both those are cool armies. I don't know if I would do Zinch. I don't know if I'd do Zinch, but I did also do a little bit more progress with my Plague Monks. I am continuing to do Slap Chop on them because I would like to get those bastards fucking done. And I need to do leather, metal, bronze, and then like go through each one. And then like do like, oh, did I miss an area? Like there's some where it's like, oh yeah, some of the purple rubbed off from their robes. And then I do that, I varnish all of them, then I give all of them some streaking grime. I also apparently I found out that like AK Interactive has an incredibly baller dark red color that they call wine red. And as somebody who's been painting a lot of stuff with that, like I've been enjoying some AK Interactive, like the streaking grime and like some of their rust paints. I'm like, ooh, I should really get a set with that in it. I actually don't know if I've seen that one off the top of my head. I remember the Pimp limo. I remember the old Gene Stealer Colts limo. I do know that one. I don't know if I recall like this specifically the Fat Patriarch. Let's see. Some of these have like little divots on the tip, but I think that's fine. These are seeds at the end of the day. Seeds can have little stem bits. There we go. We're getting there. We're getting there. We're getting there. This definitely feels like I'm going to need to cut out the rest. I probably, oh god, yeah, I probably will need to clip out the rest. Yeah, let me see how many more of these I use. One you could 3D base on the OG one. Oh yeah, I would not be surprised on that. There's actually like a really nice scene of people recreating old models that just like G-Dubs is like, I have no longer interested in producing this one. People are like, well, time for my turn to step up to the plate. Also, Airman came back, which is wild, because from what I understand, Games Workshop sued the ever-living fuck out of him. But apparently he's back and still releasing shit. So good for him. I'm glad he's not dead. Yep. Yeah, I need to get a drink after this. But yeah, Gene Stealer Cult seems nice. Especially there is a very minor Gene Stealer Cult that I would like to do. I believe it's mentioned very, very briefly in one of the codices. It's called like the Cult Tenebris. And they were a Gene Stealer cult that was cruising around through space. And due to warp fuckery, they were transported to the Garden of Nurgle and fell. So they're like chaos Gene Stealer cults. And like that sounds, I mean, as somebody who likes to do a lot of Nurgle shit, that sounds fun as fuck. Run them as like that like rusted claw or whatever. And then you just kind of I could use a bunch of my old Poxwalker bits and just attach them to Gene Stealer cult bits. Which would actually be kind of economical because that means I could make the Gene Stealer cult kit stretch out where it's like take a Poxwalker body, cut off the head, cut off the arm, and I just remix that with like a fully tricked out Gene Stealer cult guy. Yeah, you get all kinds of cool new poses and stuff, yeah. Yeah, I've also heard that too. You could use yeah, I heard they had a really good start collecting box or the combat patrol. Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right, I'm gonna do maybe just one row. Maybe just one more row. God, look how soon. Excellent. Yeah, but once again, I'm not hurting for projects. This is the thing I'm easy like this is I've mentioned this a couple of times. I have GM brain. As in, like, if I hear an idea, I can run with it, and my brain gives me all kinds of supplementary ideas and whatnot, and I'm like, ooh, this is cool. Ooh, this is neat. This is a neat idea. I know I could do this and this and this and this, which for tabletop RPGs is cool because it just means my sessions I just kind of brain blast a whole ass session and I'm ready to go. Um, for minis, it's bad because there's a financial component before it changes. It's one of those things where it's like I'm interested. I don't need to pick up Gene Stealer cults right now. I really, really don't. Like I did hear that they're changing a lot of those combat patrols, and I'm sure it's going to get a much shittier one. And then the other ones might rise in price. I'm okay. If I realistically, like I said, I have a cool idea for a Gene Stealer Cult's army. If I never build it, that's okay. That's okay. I need to realize that my like it's kind of like your eyes are bigger than your stomach. It's like that for time management. Okay, there we go. There we go. Don't attempt to mimic. I got enough. Yeah, like I said, I'm just starting. Like I got the whole ass fucking starter set for A Song of Ice and Fire, um, the Starks versus Lannister one. Which, to be fair though, those actually seem like I could paint those pretty easy. Like the basic Stark guard is like a dude. Like I think of it, yeah, just like tabard, metal armor, wood on the shield, little bit of skin on the face. Move on to the next one. That'll be worse than the current one. I'm excited. Yeah, there's a lot of like, I mean, as a Death Guard player, I cannot imagine that they would release a combat patrol with anything that I would give a shit about. Like, I cannot think of a combat troll that I would be excited for. Like, maybe if they did like Plague Marines, a Plague Burst Crawler, because I could use a Plague Burst Crawler and I don't know, a lot of the character like attachment units, maybe some more Death Shroud, because I have 3 now. I have 3 Death Shroud. Maybe and more would be cool, probably. But yeah, I don't know. But the current one's fucking awful. I bought the current one a long time ago, back when I used to shop. I do have a local G-Dub shop that I don't visit very much because like it's it's farther than my mom and pop store. I used to not want to go to my mom and pop stores enough because like it had like a very shitty road where it's like every time I would drive there, I'd be like, oh, I hate driving this road. It's awful. It's fucking awful to drive this road. But they fixed the road, so I can just drive there casually now. But like I remember buying the combat patrol for them to support the store because I do like buying shit from my local game stores, even if that local game store was a G-Dubs joint. But like, God, there's so many poxwalkers. There's so many poxwalkers, and the Plague Marine's cool, and Typhus is cool. But that also means like if you buy a second one, it sucks ass. You will never need that many poxwalkers. You'll get a redundant Typhus that you could kit bash into a different guy, but like, it's Typhus. You're you're gonna see Typhus out of that. Wait, hold on. Okay. I'm shifting the legs around so I do not fall asleep. I'm not me physically. I'm very energetic. My legs are a different story. Yeah, Potty, I don't think I ever. Yeah, this is a for anyone coming in. The Sesame Ball. Ooh. The funny thing is, I have 30. I have 30, but like 10 of them are in a plastic baggie. They are what's it called? I was using them for early slap chop tests. I'm kind of realizing I have a lot of minis, so anything I can use for like grunt troops that I do not give a fuck about, I'm looking into, and I've been kind of looking into slap chop plus like oil wash because I love oil washes, and it does kind of like make things look less obviously slap choppy. What's it for? Nothing. This is just for fun. This is for a fun thing to do. This is just a fun thing to do. It's just suffering for the sake of suffering, you know. Sometimes you do things that hurt you for the memes. I mean, in theory, the Poxwalkers are good for conversions, I will say. Like, they are like a default kind of chaosy zombie. And I've had kit bashes where it's like I cut off one of their arms or like use their head for something. So technically extra ones aren't bad, but they're only really good for me as an experience. Bottom behavior, you fucking wish, nerd. You fucking wish. Are you sure this is not alpha masculine as I slowly put sesame seeds into a bowl? It's just a fucking model kit. It's neat though. Like I said, it's pretty relaxing. I know real ball and real sesame seeds. That would be fun to just bake a sesame seed ball. I bet it's so much quicker because I bet you take the. I thought, wait, what do you mean? Is that a stereotype? I fucking love salt and vinegar chips. I fucking love salt and vinegar chips. I thought that's like old man taste though. That's just old man taste. As a hag, I enjoy me some delicious salt and vinegar chips. I also they're my favorite chips that I cannot find anymore. There was a company that did really good. What's it called? They did really good salt and pepper chips. I mean, I don't care if it's a typical bottom thing. I don't give a fuck. But like, they're really good chips. I am not going to change my chip behavior because internets on the internet want me to be an ooh bottom. I will continue to eat salt and pepper chips unfazed. Oh, I have a bunch of this. Welcome. Have I tried lime and black pepper? I have not, no. I wonder how, yeah, actually, legitimately, I wonder how hard it is to make a real sesame ball. I don't know. It's the same spot. Ooh, I can see that. If I see that, if I see that in a store, I'll do that. My favorite chips are salt and vinegar. What's it called? All dressed up, like that kind of like Canadian, like I don't know what you'd say. All dressed up is really. It's like a very Canadian spice blend, I guess. That's pretty baller. Same Ranchero. I thought this was going to take longer. We are actually approaching the end reasonably. I mean, yeah, you roll a ball in sesame, but like, I assume you have to make like a dough. I think. Do you bake them? Do you fry sesame balls? I legitimately have no idea. Yeah, exactly. I feel like I've had one, but I don't recall. Like, I feel like it should be doughy in the middle, like a doughy, crispy, maybe like a little, like a donut, but with like little like crunchy bits on it. I don't know. I legitimately have no idea. It is well seated up. Yeah, luckily that one did not go far. It just went off. It just went off screen. They are fried. Okay. I don't have a fryer though. I mean, I guess I could just get a pot of oil. That's doable. No, I'm not fair. I don't know if I'm very efficient. I'm gonna be real. I think this is just less awful than it looks. It looks awful when you look at the sprues, but actually building it, it's not bad. Very, like, not too bad. I think there's like master grade gunpla kits that are way more suffering than this. Like, look at this. Did these seeds rot away? No, I mean the seeds are plastic. Like they're plastic. I could use them for whatever. Unless you mean like real sesame seeds. Generally you can do you can use organic materials for like basing and stuff. Like there's actually like a pretty common trend of using like wood. Like I have gathered a stick from nature for my terrain. I don't know about sesame seeds though. How's go? Welcome. Oh, you thought it was like one of those like every like man, can I say Western April Fools? It's dumb and goofy. Japanese April Fools is fucked up. Oh my god, this is fucked. Japanese April Fools is fucked up. And you know why? Because Japanese companies will put the most effort into something you've ever seen. And then they'll be like, JK, this will never be real. I hate it. Well, sometimes they do actually make the joke thing real. There's so many things where like, what's it called? I think Sasha said somebody for like an April Fool's joke made a full Toho like Valkyrie profile looking demo, and then the game was just not real. Like they put together a incredibly real looking demo game that it was just not real. And it's like, fuck off. Fuck off, please. And I think at the very least, like, they've gotten better where they are now actually making the things they joke about. Has like 14 gauges. Yeah, like I said, this kit looks bad. You see the sesame seeds and you're like, oh, this is hell. No, it's really not. I'm gonna be honest. This is a very relaxing, probably easy one. Oh, Capcom, what the fuck? That's so mean. That's so mean, Capcom. Okay. Oh, that is sad and brutal. Oh, that one is now hardened in place. Buy an X-Layer game for April's Fools in the next 2-day release. See, I like that. I like it. I like it when they what's it called? I like it when they make the joke and then they follow through. That makes me happy. It's a lot of time they used to not. God, the way Capcom treats Bomberman's fucking wild. I mean, at least we've gotten at least we got the fucking Battle Network collections. The Battle Network collections were an unironic, shining golden light, and the infinite sea of piss that is Capcom's treatment of Mega Man. I mean, because yeah, I'm old enough to remember where game magazines would bitch at Capcom like, okay, Capcom, you made another Mega Man game. Good for you. Are you going to stop releasing Mega Man every year? You fucks, you lazy fucks. Why do you keep releasing Mega Man? And then Capcom was like, yeah, well, you're right. We're not going to do that anymore. And now people are like, please, please release more Mega Man. I beg of you, Capcom, more Mega Man. They're like, lol, no, Monster Hunter gets us more money anyway, you know? It's the how the turntables get a little bit more of a grip. Was that really 6 years ago? Jesus. Yeah. Yeah, didn't I'm vaguely aware that the last Marvel vs. Capcom was like real shit and it kind of killed. That's also a thing that sucks with video games, is video games are so expensive now that like even a mediocre entry will kill a franchise. Like I keep or like this is the thing that fucks me up. I've not played a Dead Space, but I'm aware of Dead Space and it seems like a cool series. Apparently they're like, yeah, the Dead Space remake didn't sell well enough. We're never going to remake Dead Space 2. And it sold like 2 million copies. And it's like, how the fuck are you so, like, Jesus Christ. Oh, god damn it. Disney continues to be Disney, I guess. Fuck off, Disney. Was that false? Oh, thank God. Okay. Okay, thanks you for correcting me. I was under the impression that was real. Okay, that's good. That's good. That's good. Well, never mind then. Cool. Maybe it's still on the menu. I don't know. Or maybe was the reasoning false or was like what's it called? Gameplay was fine, everything else was mid. Ah, that's it. I guess it was whoever was saying that about the what's it called? About the Dead Space stuff. Guys, we're getting there. We're almost in. We're almost doing it. I think I will legitimately need all the seeds. I think I'm gonna need all the seeds. It's like I'm trying to conserve the seeds a little bit, but like I think they built this kit really well, where like you use most of them. Oh, the Dead Space stuff was false. Yeah, that's good though. It's like I'm aware that the ending of Dead Space 3 was kind of like weird and rushed and unfinished. I would love if they were able to like go back and give it like the proper shot that series or like they deserved. Oh yeah, EA was like, oh no. Okay, that's good. That's good. I think it's one of those things where like people believe it because EA's a real bastard of a company. So I think you could like unfortunately, I think you could basically say anything bad about EA, and it's like if somebody said that, like when someone said that, I wasn't like, that sounds like bullshit. I'm like, yeah, no, that sounds like EA. That sounds like EA. That sounds like a thing EA would do. There we go. We're getting 5 game. Yeah. I think it's just because I think this is also a weird thing too, where like the like It's hard not to think of companies as, like, persistent beings. Like, when you're like, "Oh, I love Disney, but Disney be acting up." But it's weird thinking that, like, a lot of the companies you like are made of specific people, and then when you move on, it's hard to shake, like, "Ah, yes, the people I liked have moved on." So I imagine, like, the Capcom now that doesn't care about their old fighting games, like, the people who had the passion for those fighting games have long since probably quit. There we go. Yeah, I'm gonna have to cut another sleeve. So we're so we're so close, and with like basically like 40 minutes to spare, which is good. I can use that to work on bases. All right, I'm gonna try to minimize. I'm just gonna go one sleeve, like one row, one half row. Come on, this guy better never leave Arxis. Is he? I mean, he's been in there forever. Has it? I don't know. I'm aware of Arxis as like a company. I don't know a lot of the details about who's doing what there. Just mostly just because like Guilty Gear as a franchise, I look at from a distance and be like, that seems cool. I will never get good at anime fighters, but it seems neat. Oh yeah, no, this is not gonna. I don't think this is gonna cover it. So it hurts to know. Yeah, like, has it gotten to the point where, like, fans are gonna have ever made, like, a spiritual sequel or, like, a fan mod or something like that? I have to imagine at this point, that's probably your best bet. Also, Starrod, thank you for the follow, and welcome to the workshop. How you doing? What do I do? I paint rats! So today, I am, slowly gluing sesame balls. Well, actually, no, we've done all of this progress in about well, actually, consider that I had to repaint this. Oh god, still have it. Considering that I had to repaint this, um, this is only about 3 hours? I heard arena fighters and got intrigued. Oh, I was basically saying, like, anime fighters, I think they're neat conceptually. I do not have the drive or the time to get good at them. But, like, I'll always hear stuff about, like, Guilty Gear stories and whatever. I'm like, "Ooh, ooh." Oh, no, I guess I could just play the story mode. That's not a big deal. But I feel like I'm wasting a lot. Like, I feel like the drive is to play the multiplayer. Oh, yeah, no, and, like, Mugen is not like, Mugen's a weird Jake-ass game. I think Mugen is neat, I'm glad it exists, but, like, I feel like if you told someone, like, "Yeah, you just play Mugen with for to get instead of a sequel for their favorite game," it's like, if you're like, "Hey, just I don't know, just play with your imagination, it's fine, it's the same thing as writing a book." Where it's pro wrestling games and pro wrestling as a whole. Ah, I got you. I did like a VTuber wrestling league a long time ago, and I think pro wrestling as a concept is neat. I have no experience in it whatsoever. I'm more of I'm a tabletop dude. I like card games and mini games and RPGs and sesame balls. There's no gameplay. Yeah, but I don't want to. I can't. I can't. I can't just watch story videos on YouTube. My brain is not wired that way. I can't. I know a lot of people do that. They're like, I'm just gonna watch the story's gameplay on YouTube. I can't do that. My brain will not let me. Oh yeah, I think that's pretty common with like Mugen stuff, like those kind of things. Let's see, ad going soon. Oh, I can delay that again. There we go. We got 5 more. We got 5 more minutes of delayed ads. No, fuck the ad start anyway. God damn it! It wasted my snooze. That's fucked up. I could use this to stretch and stuff. Alfred edit for Smash. Oh hell yeah, nice. Let's see. I could clip. I can clip a couple. And yeah, there's not going to be enough to really save if I'm going to be honest. Oh yeah, isn't like Fire Pro Wrestling like a legitimately good game? Like I know a lot of wrestling games, like there were better wrestling games, but I know a lot of them just kind of sell on the spectacle of like I'm playing a wrestling. Yeah, I'm definitely going to need to use all these. Sadness. I guess there's other than spending $20, there's technically nothing stopping me from getting another kit for shenanigans. I don't know if I want to though. Like if I'm going to be ordering something with a big shipping cost, I want to get a bunch of AK Interactive paints. Unfortunately, I can order directly from them, and they are in Spain. So getting a hold of their shit is like you have to spend like 10, $15 shipping. And McDickey? Who's M Dickey? This be yeah. I thought there would be two, but this is a very well engineered kit. It's a very well engineered kit, I have to be honest. Like, I'm sure that the three that I'm missing will probably leave like a little bit of weirdness. But I think genuinely I'm just gonna cut the rest off. There we go. There's like a couple of spots where I could like maybe stick an extra one. Oh, this has got like weird controls or something. Nintendo. Oh, oh god. Still have only lost 3 seeds too. I consider that very big. This is just a seed fragment. Like it's so out there. The yellow's unfortunately hard to use. I mean, that's not their fault. Yellows suck. The thing I really want is their wine red. I keep hearing people be like, so like I really like the Vallejo dark reds as colors. They suck to paint with. They're very thin and require so many layers. I keep hearing like, oh yeah, the fucking wine red is very, very good. And AKA sells the wine red in a pack called like the human skin pack with some other skin tones. And I was like, ooh, that would be cool. I wouldn't mind getting like a dedicated skin pack from them that also comes with like a really banging cloak that I would use for like my Stormcast and some Lannister stuff. It's the end is in sight, everybody. We're doing it. We're doing it. Yeah, I think my best experience with yellow is like doing something with white and using or like I do like the Imperial Fist yellow contrast. That's been a pretty banging white, the little bits I've had to use it. Okay, yeah, we're getting there. We're almost there. I think I can stick one more seed like right there. See? Okay, perfect. Oh, hold on. A seed came off. This is where I'm gonna do. I think I'm just gonna use all these. I think I'm gonna use all the seeds. There we go. We have four seeds apparently. Okay. I mean, yeah, Gorilla Glue is pretty solid. It's not my typical favorite. I'm gonna use the gel glue for like these little ones because the gel glue is way more precise. I should probably put us here. Yeah, oh god, I got this super glue for gel for like I got this gel glue for basing, and it is basically exhausted. Damn it. I'm sure some of these seeds will pop off. I absolutely feel like they're gonna. Let's do it. We got 2 more seeds. Right there. One right there. That's complete. I'll retire for the night. Hold on. Not yet, not yet, not yet. I got 2 more seeds. 1. And 2. Yay, we did. All right, now Wilhelm, you can go to bed. We did it. Oh, all right, I'm gonna let it dry before I handle it a lot, just in case some stuff snaps off. Or such a sesame ball is super glued the most, all of it. Yeah, let's get a fucking chef's kiss for that. Oh, hold on. The ball is complete! All right, so let's see, we still got about a half an hour left. You did just come back in time. I'm gonna let it dry a little bit and I'll pull it back on the screen. Till then, let's go back to the feet. I have an idea for the feet. I'm gonna dry brush on some pale skin color. Let's see, I got ivory tusk. And this is gonna be for like a base anyway, so I'm gonna put a little bit on my wet palette. I got my dry brush tester palette. I got my big dry brush right here. I'm gonna do the thing where I take a little sponge. I'm gonna get a little damp, like just like the rough outline of water. I legitimately need to find out where I would get a sesame ball near me. I assume that I could probably find some restaurant. Like there's gotta be one somewhere. I had never heard of them. Like I said, I'm still 50-50. I feel like I've eaten a sesame ball before. Like I feel like I've had one. Let's try this out. Okay, that idea is pretty solid. I'm tired. Mailer sesame balls being 80% glue by volume. Fuck yeah, let's go. Have yourself a good sleep and take it easy. Yeah, dry brushing is fun. I also assume for like, what's it called? For like I said, for basing stuff, I rely a lot more on dry brushing than I usually do for like other stuff. Yep. Are those rocks edible? Yeah, technically any rock is edible if you're powerful enough. How you doing, Ruvendi? Welcome, welcome, welcome. I did just finish gluing together this sesame seed ball, which is not edible, but looks I'm not gonna lie, this actually looks really delicious. I do kind of want to eat it. I do kind of want to eat it. Is my go-to for magical effects. That's a pretty solid combo. Ooh, there we go. Oh, that's kind of, especially like once I go back in and like there's little bits where there's like the severed like chunks of flesh. If I go back in there and like really gave those some like blood effects, put some like blood for the blood god on there. Ooh, perfect. I was just thinking about some like neat stuff because I got those Stark dudes I want to paint. I was looking at like snow stuff. And like, goddamn, snow terrain effects have come a long way. Like, I used to do a lot more snowy bases and stuff for my Legion of Everblight way to fuck back when. And like the Legion of Everblight is really like they're a snowy faction, but like the snow I had options was like, hey, glue on this powder, it will look like shit. Like now I can just get this like incredibly realistic looking like wet snow in a bottle and just like spoon it on. And it's like, oh, ooh, this is nice. Oh, if I ever go back to my Everblight stuff, they're gonna be fucking blessed. There we go. Oh, this is okay. This is turning out very, very good. Especially because these are severed feet, so I think having a little bit of like weird corpse texture is pretty nice. Or every time I dry brush, I keep looking back. I can leave the orb here. I should leave the orb here so people can gaze upon its glory. All of you can now ponder the orb. I think if I can do like one more layer. Oh god. Yay, too thin coats. Rolling. There we go. God, I can fucking smell. Part of me can kind of smell the glue. Like, oh god. The glue is just like slightly out of my sit range. It's there. It's there. I'm not getting like the weird residual fumes bullshit, but like it is. My workshop definitely smells like fucking glue. At least for now. All right, now so we got the severed feet pile, as one does. Let me rinse this dry brush off because I'm going back to the other stuff. Also, Rufus, have yourself a good night as well. Take it easy. Have a good rest. Have a good rest. Snow for the snow god. Exactly. The winter for the Winterfell, I think. I know very little about Game of Thrones. Um, where's my blood for the blood god? Here we go. Let's even point. Well, the thing is, I don't want to. I figure getting high on stream would make me like unable to perform to any reasonable degree. All right, let's get some blood for the blood god. I'm just gonna go to like. Oh, oh, cool. It's not gummed up. It's a little thicker than I would like, but it's not. It's not totally unusable. Let's see. So I'm basically just gonna look for like if I see any of these like little bits, I'll just go like that. That. This is probably gonna get a wash anyway, so maybe doing this at this stage is a little premature, but that's fine. There we go. Behold the glory. Oh, hold on. There's a couple more that need a little more touch. I also do need to. Let's see. Where's the lad? So yeah, this is the guy that's going on top, the one that all of you designed. I need to do a little bit of gap filling, but I got feet that are the right size. So he's holding on to severed feet in like an appropriate size category now, as opposed to these gigantic ones that I'm just using for dramatic effect on the bases. I think adding the blood effect is really kind of like selling the visceral, like, oh damn, these really are severed ass feet. Perfect. Oh yeah, so what they're for, Nintendo. So I'm building a Turnip 28 force, based on some suggestions from all my wonderful viewers. And they decide to make a cult that believes sin is stored in the foot. So these guys go from town to town, chopping off everyone's feet. You know, as one does. So he's going to be standing on a pile of severed feet because I accidentally printed them way too big. I got him from a no, he's an anti-feet wizard. But I got this from a basing bit STL pack, and they were just made way too big. Like they're probably good for like Space Marine scale, but for Turnip scale, they're way too big. So I was like, okay, I could just use them for the base. All right, so let's go back to dry brushing, and let's get the terrain going. I'm gonna do it with a kind of like using like that buff color. What's it called? Called buff. It's like a yellow-ish. Like I could in theory use what's it called? Oh, hold on, the tip is clogged. Oh, that's not good. Like in theory, I could use like a gray to do that, but like, I find it oh, hey, that's where it is. I was wondering. I have like a phone resetter that I use as like a paint sounder to like fix clogs. I just go like boop 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 boop, and I just really get in there, and that generally seems to fix things. I did a little bit of desk cleanup earlier today, so I'm calling it a paint sounder. I mean, it's kind of what it is. So it was a half gallon set of it. That yeah, or they just went to the village of the big feet people. Now let's get this all like put in. Doing a little dry brush test on this. By the way, if you do dry brushing, I would strongly recommend making like it doesn't need to be like a printed thing, but just get something with a lot of texture that you could use for testing. It's very, very nice. Strong recommend. Like now I can just go. Now I have like a general good layering on that. I get like the little dirt around it too. There we go. There we go. There we go. Yeah, exactly. Listen, if according to the logic of the cult, sin is stored in the foot. So if you like, you know what they say about people with big feet? They got big sin. They got to chop them off. And I got like the little like the part of that as well is also doing a what's it called? Eventually doing the wagon, like the foot decapitation. Like I say foot decapitation because it's like a guillotine for feet. I don't know what you would call. I don't know if there's like a proper term for limb removal. Dismemberment, I guess. I guess the dismemberment cart, but I think saying foot decapitation is so much more fun. Just like a way more fun collection of words. Oh yeah, we made a cult for Turnip 28 that's just gonna be a bunch of people chopping off feet. I also made like the toadies. So I got these other dudes as well. Like this is the guy who chops off the feet. He's got the axe and the big hat and the severed feet. And then this guy who is not super into it since hence the bottle because he's drinking, but he's got a big gun and he's leading the flock because he already realized that like you know that like if you ever get like way too deep into something and you realize your life is fucked, but you can't really back out. He's kind of in that where he's like, at first I thought chopping off the feet was a good idea, and then I became like number two henchman. But I'm beginning to realize that like I don't like this. I don't like doing this. I don't like being the one going town to town and telling everyone you're gonna get your feet cut off. But I can't leave because A, my feet are cut off, and B, they will kill me as a heretic. So I guess I'm fucked? Like that kind of thing. Yeah, exactly, exactly. Well, the funny thing, I don't want, they can still stand. I'm just doing that like they basically all have peg legs. Like you get your feet cut off, you get your complimentary series of peg legs, and then you join their army to go spread the good word. Or you probably die of like infection because you cut off the feet. You know. There we go. You get that nice infection where you're like, "Oh shit." All right, get a little bit more. And these rocks are actually not for trip. These are for my death my what's it called? My death shroud bodyguard. I usually don't like bases that overhang. Hello, Bird Moss. Yeah, it is a feature. Nice. God, because I've been snapping so much during streams, I'm getting way better at snapping now. I'm legitimately picking up a life skill. It's great. Yeah, I'm usually not big for overhang bases, but the Death Shroud are actually so big that if I don't, they basically cover up their entire base and I can't do anything cool or fun with it. So I'm like, oh, I can handle a little overhang. And there's like enough that if I like spin the base around, they'll still fit into melee range. It'll be fine. Go. How you doing, Birdmouse? How you doing? Oh yeah. So here it's rolled off. I got the orb done. The orb is done. It has been fully glued. I lost 3 seeds, but you can't even really tell. It's very, very nice. But yeah, Albert, have yourself a good sleep and take it easy. It is very mighty. I feel really accomplished for having done that. Yeah, here, let me get this little bit of dry brushing done, and I'll show you what the end result is going to look like for this. We're on there. Let's go ahead and rinse this shit off. Spring is here, exciting. Just happy to his progress. Yeah, honestly, spring is. Things have been. It's been neat seeing a lot of people have been busting out some really cool shit for spring, and I'm very happy about it. Thing that off real quick. All right, but yeah, let me real quick. Where's the lad? So like this boy, I was working on him on Wednesday, and you can see he's got a big stance and a big body. But for this, I can put him like, I think it's like this. Yeah, there we go. He'll be standing like this, and it's like, fuck yeah. This is a big fucking base for a big fucking lad. Yeah, doing that. Yeah, listen, busting makes you feel good, so you got to bust in spring. Also, I'm going to use some Typhus Corrosion now to add a little bit of rust effects to this as well. Got a bunch of my thumb because, bleh. Oh god. Oh no, my Typhus Corrosion is drying the ever-loving fuck up. Still usable, just incredibly chunky. I have heard that like I could take a little bit of paint thinner and mix it in there and it'll probably be fine. I need to find like some other company's equivalent though. I like the texture. I like the texture it provides. Oh god, hold on. Yeah, I definitely need to add a little bit water to this bullshit. There we go. If that base. Oh yeah, it is. It's basically a small diorama, more or less. Which I like. I mean, I do like doing terrain stuff. Terrain stuff is legitimately super fun. Here. Like I'm still ostensibly trying to get the Mordheim terrain together, but my 3D printer do not want to behave, which is tragic. I'll get it to behave at some point. Now let's get the other two. Let me take a sip. It is kind of wild thinking that April is almost done. Like this year has gone by super fast, and I don't know what's up with that. I don't even I have a hard time processing that it's already this late in April. Don't know why. Like I don't know if it's that general thing of like, you know, the older you get, generally the faster time feels. Yeah, I guess yeah. That is probably it. Probably just like an age thing. Characters miniature garden like illustrations. Really? I can kind of see that because a lot of those like you're talking about like the ones with like I think like Arknights and Nikki does that especially where it's just like you get to see like the character and like a whole scene and there's like lots of little background details. I could see that being used for a name like that. Because you are kind of building a whole scene for them. I could definitely see that. It's also kind of funny because like that's more of a gotcha feature that was introduced after I stopped playing gotchas. But like that's a nice one. Wait a minute. What the fuck? Oh shit, we ran out of album. Hold on. I ran out of album. Let me fix that real quick. Music, my dudes. Let me hide that. Let's just go to my anime playlist. Attachment. Yeah, exactly. Beautiful playlist. Oh. There we go. We'll play the new fucking Katsuki Records song. Bros, I fucking love Stack. I do legitimately. I'm glad that most people in the VTubing spheres also love and appreciate Stack. It's been very, very nice. How many? Okay, this one doesn't got as many. Yeah, exactly. It's a jam zone. I'm also going to eventually do like what's it called? I'm going to do more like orange and yellow rust later. But that'll be after I oil wash the whole mini. Got that, and what else can I do? What can I do reasonably tonight? I might have actually run out of stuff. All right, lad, how much you need? You need a whole ass thing. Actually, I think I might just call it here. I don't think there's anything I can really get into that's not going to require a whole lot of like prep and whatnot. I think it's good. I got a sesame ball. Hold on. I got 4 bases and a sesame ball done. So hell fucking yeah. And with that, I'm going to go to the schedule screen. Waha! There we go. Yeah, this is what the original kit looks like. Thank you for coming, everybody. I had a lot of fun. Tomorrow, I'll be doing mini painting at 8 p.m. EST. So if you're into that, check that shit out. I don't know if I'm doing Turnip or if I'm going to be doing, what's it called? I'm either going to be doing a Turnip or I'm going to be doing more of the Death Shroud dudes. So I'm going to end things over on the YouTube side. Bye, YouTube people. Thank you for coming. I'm going to do a Twitch right now. If you would like to go to Twitch and be a part of that, you can check me out on Twitch here. And if not, I will catch you nerds on Sunday. Bye-bye, YouTube nerds. Bye-bye.